right. What's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? What's good, people? So today we're going to be talking about how to get women to see you as attractive. We already got my dude Jay up in the building. What's poppin', Jay? He said, is the show going to be about looks? What up, Nez? V, what's going on? Odami, Vershawn, Success Journey, was good? Damn, y'all calling already. Give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes, bro. Give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna get to all your calls in a second. But real quick, before we get into all of that, make sure you guys get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the ebook, the hard copy, and the audiobook. Okay, we got the whole thing. Okay, we got all of it. So if you don't like to read, you can get the audiobook. If you don't like to read ebooks, you can get the hard copy. So we got all that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Also, make sure you guys join the Patreon. Make sure you click the link below to join the Patreon. Patreon.com/Mr. Locario. That's where you get the Bad Boy Show. And you get a lot of exclusive videos. And the Bad Boy book is almost here. Okay, so for those who are asking me about that, the book is almost here. It's gonna be going down soon. I might have it out before Christmas, but if not, it's gonna be earlier through, on the new year. So we're gonna get that shit popping. And so for the Bad Boy book basically it's like a transcription of some of the best Bad Boy shows, and also it's gonna come with a new exclusive Bad Boy audio from me and Miles. So the shit's gonna be off the fucking hook. You feel what I'm saying? What else? Also, make sure you guys check out the 30-minute game session. So for all you guys who be trying to call up here, but you don't get through, and you have those pressing questions that you really need some information on, because I know some of you guys, y'all don't want to say the stuff on air. So when you do the 30-minute game session, what happens is that you get a one-on-one session with me. It's private, and we record it, and you get to keep the recording. So the recording is going to be for you to keep. It's not going to be on YouTube or Facebook or anything else. It's for you to keep for you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So before I get into the calls, I just want to talk about real quick how to, be seen as more attractive to women, right? Because, this topic comes up all the time where guys are like, it's all about looks. If girls don't think you're cute or sexy or whatever it is, then chicks are not going to be fucking with you and all this other stuff, right? So let's start out with the looks thing. Let's start out with the looks of how you can be more attractive to women, because since guys are all about, it's all about looks, let's start off with the looks, right? Now, what you got to understand is that how you look is how you look, okay? I'm saying it, how you look is how you look, right? Now, in Bald Head Gang Jamaican was popping. You said looks do play a part. You said you're going to have to call in about that. See, this is the thing. Looks are always going to play a part because people are looking at you. That's like saying, like if someone says, you're living on Earth, like oxygen's going to play a part. Yes, because it's there and it's going to play a part. Like you look how you look, people are going to look at you. They're going to see you. They're going to see your look. But what you got to understand is, and this is what I'm talking about with the looks thing and how you can be more attractive with your looks or how you look, you understand? What it is that you have to maximize what you have. You understand what I'm saying? You have to maximize what you have. So what that means is that, let's say you are, let's just use me for example. I use myself for example, right? So what I do to look my best, right, is I make sure, and most of you notice this when I'm on camera or when you see me most of the time, when people see me in the street, I'm always clean shaven. You understand? You see this? I'm always clean shaven. I don't look like I just woke up out of nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So I make sure I shave and make sure my shit is on point. Then also, what I do is I brush my goddamn teeth. So brush your teeth. You understand what I'm saying? I make sure I smell good. I make sure that the clothes that I wear, are clean, right? So this is stuff that all of you guys can do that's going to maximize your looks. See, the problem is is that you guys think that in order for you to be attractive to women when it comes to your look or your looks or whatever, that means that you have to be born with a certain face. You understand? And this is the funny part too, because I seen my dude Heathen Succeeds video the other day, and he was talking about, he had a video where he was talking about the video me and Amina did a few weeks ago, where she was talking about height, you know, is more important than just looks. And so people in the comments, they were like, oh, that's stupid because height is looks and blah, blah, blah. And that's contradictory and you're bullshitting and yada, 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 right? Let me call bullshit on you guys for a second. Let me call extreme bullshit on you guys for a second. Because every time we've been talking about looks, right? And my dude Nez Mustafa in the chat room basically said it. I'm gonna explain it right here real quick. Motherfuckers is talking about, oh, you're contradicting yourself because if you say height matters and women care about height, you know, that means that's part of looks. No. I'm gonna call bullshit on you. I'm gonna tell you why I'm calling bullshit on you. Because most of the time when we're talking about looks, or people saying looks matter, it's all about looks and all that, all most dudes is talking about was the face. They talking about this. You know how I know? Because just like my dude Nez Mustafa in the chat room said, he talking about he going to get plastic surgery. That's all motherfuckers be talking about on all these forums and all that bullshit. I'm going to get plastic surgery and then chicks are going to want me. So you talking about plastic surgery where? Here, on your face, right? So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about looks. You understand? That's the you know, the bullshit I got to call you out on. Because you can't get plastic surgery on your height. You understand? So stop the bullshit, please. But anyway, what I wanted to say too is, you know, you got to figure out what looks good on you. You understand? What type of clothes look good on you? I talk about this in my program. I have a program called How to Improve Your Appearance. And the thing about looks is that most guys, what they need to do is, and what most guys aren't doing, is they're not improving their appearance. DJ Batman, you said beards are in. Yes, beards. Some chicks like beards. So if you look good with a beard, have that. If you look good clean shaven, have that. If you look good wearing hats, wear hats. If you look good wearing you know, t-shirts and jeans, wear that shit. This is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. See, y'all think that when we talk about looks and a woman finding you physically appealing, it's all just about your face. You understand? Another thing you can do as far as when we're talking about, you know, maximizing on your looks is that you can start working out. You understand what I'm saying? See, a lot of dudes, and this is the thing with working out. Working out, it works good because it works, you know, get your body fit, and also you feel better as you work out. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, Frankie O, you hilarious. Now, and that's the thing. Motherfuckers always talking about getting plastic surgery. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, like, if you think getting plastic surgery is going to help you get chicks, you're fooling yourself. You understand? You're fooling yourself. Because all you're going to do, you're going to be a guy with plastic surgery who's still insecure. You understand? So fuck all that plastic surgery nonsense. And see, this goes to my next point about being attractive to women. Right? Being attractive to women, right, and having her see you as attractive, is that you first have to see yourself as attractive. You understand? You first have to see yourself as attractive. If you don't see yourself as attractive, ain't no chicks going to see you as attractive. And the thing is, when I say seeing yourself as attractive, you got to get out of your fucking male brain when we talk about attraction. Or you being attractive, because you're thinking, well, I'm not a pretty boy, so I'm not. How could I see myself as attractive if I don't look like Channing Tatum and Brad Pitt? You understand? When I say see yourself as attractive, right? We need to understand, and this is what I've talked about before. What is attractive to women? What's attractive to women is a guy who's confident. What's attractive to women is a guy who has shit going on in his life. What is attractive to women is a guy who could provide and protect. What's attractive to women is a guy who is sure of himself. You understand? All these different things. So what happens is that a woman's going to see you as more attractive. First, when you see yourself as attractive, and when you're basically interacting with her in a way where you're letting her know that fucking with you is a come up to her. You understand? See, the problem with game a lot of times is that you guys are trying to get at chicks and you're trying to get sort of on their good side. You're like, oh, I want her to like me. What can I do to make her like me? Right? So you're coming at it from that aspect. You're trying to get approval from her. But what's going to is you have to approve of her, not try to get approval from her. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to basically be in a situation where first you see yourself as the shit. So when a girl steps to you, or matter of fact, when you step to a girl, because a lot of girls ain't gonna step to you because, you know, they too scared to really step to you. But a lot of girls, they'll give you signs of, you know, trying to holler at you or trying to check you out or choose you. But either way, what the thing that you have to do is you have to see yourself as the shit first, and then that's when girls are gonna see you as the shit. You understand what I'm saying? But see, unfortunately, a lot of y'all guys don't see yourselves as awesome. You don't see yourselves as valuable. And this is why you're not attractive to women. It's not because you don't look like fucking Brad Pitt. It's because you think you need to look like Brad Pitt. And therefore, since you think you need to look like that, you start feeling insecure. You feel like, oh, well, I have nothing to offer a girl because I'm not good looking and all girls care about is good looks. And so I'm not going to get any chicks. And therefore, you're seen as less attractive. See, you being not attractive to a woman seeing you as not attractive has more to do with your mindset than how you look physically. I'm going to say that again. A woman seeing you as, you know, less attractive has more to do with your mindset than what's going on with you physically. You understand me? And when I say physically, I'm talking about like just how you look naturally here. You understand what I'm saying? But see, this is something that's going to be hard for motherfuckers to get because y'all still in that fucking, you know, crazy frame of mind. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is this, because like I said plenty of times, a girl, let's use me for example. Let's use me for example. I'm gonna take calls in a second. Don't worry, I'm gonna take calls in a second. Let's use me for example. A woman might see me and think I'm attractive because she's into dark-skinned guys, right? Dark-skinned black guys. That's what she's into. That's just her shit, right? So the thing is that you could have a guy who is light-skinned or maybe white, who other women would consider good-looking, but the girl who's into me because I'm dark-skinned and she's really just feeling dark-skinned guys, she's not going to give a fuck about the other dude who is light-skinned or white or whatever as far as when it comes to looks. You see what I'm saying? Now, if that light-skinned guy or that white guy or whatever is confident, he got, you know, skills to actually, you know, talk to chicks, that guy could talk to the girl who likes dark-skinned guys and still get with her. And she'll still see him as attractive even though he's not her particular physical type. Like, I'll put it to you this way. Think about a girl that is your ideal chick. Let's say your ideal girl looks like Beyonce or looks like Scarlett Johansson, right? And let's say you see a Scarlett Johansson or Beyonce lookalike in a fucking party. Then let's say you try to talk to her, but shit don't really go down. And then you see another girl who looks like Mila Kunis or whatever. She's still cute. She's not your ideal, but she's cute. You're still going to fuck with her because there was something going on between you and the Mila Kunis looking chick or whatever. Am I saying her name right? I don't know. But anyway, the fact is that just because this was your ideal type doesn't mean you're going to actually fucking not fuck with this other girl just because your ideal type didn't work out. So the same thing happens with women. Even if a woman is, you know, approaching you and you're not her ideal type physically, she'll still fuck with you if you display other attractive characteristics. Do you see what I'm saying? So the same way with that, Mila Kunis chick wasn't your ideal type, she was still attractive enough. You understand? I'm just using it in terms of you guys understanding attraction from a male's perspective. Because she was attractive enough, you still fucked with her. So the same thing happens with women. Even if you are not her physical type, right? You're still attractive enough with all these other aspects that makes her want to fuck with you. And even though you are not her physical type, if you are looking the best within how you look, she'll still think you're physically attractive, or she might still think you look good in how you're presenting yourself. You understand? So what I mean is that, let's say a chick sees me, you understand? And I told you about this guy, I told you guys about this before, I've said this a million fucking times. There's chicks who've seen me said to my face, hey, I think you're really handsome, but you're not really my type. You understand? And so a chick could think you are physically, good looking or appealing or whatever, but you're not her type, right? That still doesn't mean you can't fuck with her or get with her, because I've gotten with chicks who've said that shit to me. And they say that shit, and I'm like, all right, whatever, we still talking, we still kicking it. Next thing you know, my tongue is down her mouth. Why? Because even though I was not her physical type, I still had other characteristics that made me attractive. And on top of that, because I was put together well, I still looked good to her, even though I wasn't her physical type. Do you understand that? So for you guys out there, even if, let's say you are, a guy who's a little bit, like husky. Let's say you got the football player type of body, right? And a chick, she's more into like, slimmer guys or a little bit more muscular, whatever it is that she's into. The fact that, let's say you were a more husky guy, but your shit is on point, like your appearance is on point. You got some cool ass glasses. You got a nice shirt, some nice pants, some nice boots. You got the cool ass watch. You looking tight. You understand? Then you approach this girl and you spit in that game and she's like, oh shit, this motherfucker's cool as hell. You've went from here to here. Now she's starting to be attracted to you based off of you becoming, you've built yourself up as an attractive man, period. Alpha male strategy, you said that's a bad example. You said I wasn't her perfect type, but she still found you somewhat attractive. But this is what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is that, and if you were listening earlier, I was saying that there's women who will still not find you attractive. You understand? But because you're put together well. You understand what I'm saying when I'm talking about appearance? So a lot of times there's chicks, let me tell you. I knew this girl who told me she fucked the nigga because she liked his shoes. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because she liked his shoes. He had some alligator shoe type shit. She thought the shoes was fly as fuck. She fucked him because of the shoes. That's what made her even want to talk to the dude. You understand what I'm saying? So even though she wasn't physically attracted to that guy, you understand what I'm saying? As far as his face or whatever, that wasn't her type. She still had sex with him because of his appearance, because he put himself together well. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So alpha male strategy is like, I understand what you're saying, where I'm saying that in my situation, the girl, she still looked at me and said, oh, I think you're handsome, but she still wasn't I still wasn't her physical type. So the same way where this girl, she was looking at the guy's shoes or whatever, he's not her physical type, but she still fucked him. So either, what difference does it make if the girl that I was making out with thought I was handsome, and the girl that fucked the guy because of his shoes? You understand? Like, we both still got shit popping. You understand? No matter what. That's what I'm trying to say. You see what I mean? You guys keep getting caught up in this thing where it's this one size fits all type of thing. Like it's super black and white with y'all. I don't get that shit. I do not get that shit. And to see, the thing is, y'all don't understand how women actually fucking think about this stuff. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. So a chick, yeah, she was like, oh, you're not my type, and she thought I was handsome or whatever, right? But then I still had to actually interact with her and talk with her, and all those other qualities was the thing that actually made, you know, her fuck with me. I've been in situations where a fucking chick, you know, she thought I was attractive physically, and she was, you know, getting all touchy-feely with me and all the other stuff because I was her type. But see, also what helped me to be that physically attractive to her was because I put myself together well. You know how many times where I've been out in situations and the chick, she told me, like, oh, you smell good. You understand what I'm saying? Just because of my smell. I remember I wasn't even talking to this girl one time. This chick tapped me on the back of my shoulder, and I turned around and we started talking. First thing she says, yo, you smell really good. What is that? Just off my smell. She didn't even see my face. You see what I'm saying? So you got all of these different things that can attract women to you. This is what I'm saying. But you know, it is what it is, man. Oh, but who we got up in this place? Who we got up in the fucking building up here? We got Nightmare, Baldhead Gang Jamaican, SKJ, Vershawn, Stiggy E, Albert Michelson, Alpha Male Strategies, Chris, Kenwood Drive. All right, let me take some of these calls real quick. Yo, what's going on? Yo.
Hello?
Yo, what's going on? What's poppin' with you?
Yo, what's up, Locario? It's Dom.
I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
Chilling too, man. I've been experimenting with some stuff, man.
You say you've been doing what?
I've been experimenting with some stuff.
Okay, cool. So what's going on with you?
Well, so I quit the whole, you know, social media thing. As far as, like, you know, hitting up girls on there, but got back into Tinder and OkCupid.
Right.
And pretty much put some pretty good pictures. I did a photo shoot about 3 weeks ago. Put some pictures up there, and I've been getting all types of girls, bro.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Had like 2 dates a couple weeks ago. But like, I don't know, man. I think at this point, man, I don't even. I'm so focused on like what I want to do in my life. I just want to smash, man. I don't even care about relationships. You know?
So that's what's up. So you say you got 2 dates this week?
No, last week I had 2 dates.
Oh, last week. Did you smash?
No, I just made out. But that's the thing, man. Like, I'm gonna just let the girls know at this point. Like.
Right, and also too, you know, a lot of it too is just you gotta fucking orchestrate the situation. You understand? Right. You gotta orchestrate the situation, meaning you gotta get the situation, you know, like sort of like conducted in a way where you're like either near her house, you're near your house. You understand? So you could go from the date or whatever to like quickly to the spot. You understand what I'm saying? So that's right. Going to give you a better chance to really, you know, to make it go down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
then yeah, let them know. Let them know while you're on the date. Like, yo, like if y'all kissing, be like, look, let's go back to my spot real quick. You understand? And that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta tell you a story though. I got this wasn't the girl I took on a date. It's actually one of my friends.
Right.
Yeah, I ended up smashing her.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
That was good because, you know, that's kind of like the past I come from. You know, in the past, like, if I had a friend that was a girl, I didn't know how to, like, you know, transition it because, you know, some people say it's impossible. But
right.
But this one, it's funny because she, you know, she's all like, well, I'm not really into black dudes. But I ended up smashing, man.
Right. That's shit.
Yeah, we were just coming back from the gym. And she was just like, you know.
And this this is a friend. Hold on, this is a friend
up?
you've been. This is a chick you know for how long?
She used to work. We used to work together. I've known her for like 6 months. We just workout buddies, you know.
Okay.
But then, I mean, we after we had our gym thing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of stinky because we just got done working out. But,
so wait, so y'all fucked right after y'all been sweating and working out and all that shit?
Well, no, we wasn't like sweating hard or nothing, but I mean, you know, we were just doing like light, like we wasn't doing like no sweating like rigorous, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yeah, but it wasn't like, you know, the cleanest.
Right.
Yeah, but it still happened. I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like I escalated it slowly too. Like we were just talking, and then I started flirting with her, teasing with her. Like I guess because at first she was kind of like rejecting it. She's like, "Why are you acting like this?" I'm like, "What?" You know, because like I guess a girl that's your friend, she don't think you're gonna flirt with her, but I started just flirting, and I guess she had never like seen that side of me.
Mm-hmm.
And all the next thing I know, she's like, we're just touching all over each other, and then.
Right, and see that's how you gotta do it for you guys that got chicks who, because it don't sound like you was necessarily in the friend zone though. You know what I'm saying? It was just sort of like
like sound like she's open. Yeah, she's open to doing it.
Right. So y'all sort of knew each other. So it's kind of like and that's the thing I want to tell guys. At any moment, you could really turn up the situation to see her response. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
yeah, so I'm saying at first,
right.
She was giving that, like I said, she was giving that resistance, like, ooh, like, what do you never acted like this before. I'm like,
Right.
She was giving me that little test, and I passed the test, and it was in from there.
And when did this happen though? When did y'all do this?
Oh, this is about a month ago, man.
Okay, cool. So you trying to hit again?
Dude, she I don't know, man. I don't know.
So I'm saying, do you want to hit it again, or she like? That's what I'm saying, like.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it'd be nice.
Okay, but she falling back, right? She falling off. Yeah.
Yeah, because we was friends. Yeah, she kind of doing the whole like, I don't know thing now.
Right. Hey, well,
you know what's funny, bro?
Right.
You know what's funny, man? She's sending me news and stuff, so it's like, what's up?
Wow. So listen, man. Just don't turn into one of them dudes that's sweating and shit. Just like the fact that you hit it already.
Exactly. That's why I'm backing off.
You understand the fact that you hit it already? You good now. If she want to get it popping again, she'll come around. You see what I'm saying? Because
exactly.
once you smash a chick, you understand? That's what I tell guys to do. You want to get to the point where you at least smashed her once. You understand? Now it's always better to like get the shit going if you want to keep it going. To hit it up again like the next time, because usually what you want to do is like you smash a chick twice in a small span of time to really solidify it. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it is. But if you smash once, it's easier to smash again versus trying to find a new chick to smash because you already smashed this one the first time, unless you were terrible the sex was terrible at that point. You understand, when y'all first smashed. But usually, if the sex was like good to really good, you know what I mean? Then it's something she'll probably want to do again. But also too, girls, they're always on some other shit sometimes, because sometimes you fuck with a chick and she likes it, but then she likes it a little too much to the point where she might be feeling a certain way about it, to where she's like, oh, I don't want to get too involved with him because I don't want to start feeling a certain way. Or she's fucking with some other dudes, all these other things. But I would say, just fall back on the shit and just, and then if she come around and you do it again, if not, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah. That's what I was thinking about, the stuff you teach and what, Corey Wayne.
Right.
She kind of just, getting a little distant.
Right.
Still sending news and stuff, but that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna sweat. I got, I already hit once, so.
Right. Yeah, if she want to come back, she gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then if you want to take it back, if you want to take it at that point, then you make it happen. You know what I'm saying? They said in the chat room she got fillet of fish pussy.
Wait, what happened?
They said she had fillet of fish pussy because it was sweaty and shit. Terrible. Right. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's just I've been noticing that. It's kind of funny because, like, the more you focus on just life and the things you want,
right?
It's like, of course, I knew the women would come, but it's like, it's not that you don't care about the women, you just like, whatever,
Right. No, real shit. But listen, I got a few more calls coming in because they coming in like crazy. I'm gonna have to holler at you later, bro. But I like the story, man. Keep me posted, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, bro. Peace. All right. All right, so let me see who else is on here. All right, what's poppin'? Who's this? Yo. Is the trolling starting already? All right, these niggas trolling. I mean, if you're gonna come call and troll, at least, you know what I'm saying? At least make the shit entertaining for the audience. You feel what I'm saying? Respect the audience. Respect the goddamn audience. Respect the people in the chat room, goddamn it. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all in the chat room don't want that bullshit. If they gonna troll, it gotta be something, you know, something decent we can work with. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, come on, man. Shit. But yeah, so what's popping in the chat room, people? What's going on? What's popping with you guys? But yeah, you know, I just really want to get into you guys' heads, man. Like, you guys got to understand that you got to really think about this. You should be lucky that you're a guy. You understand? What up, Jimmy? What's going on? You should be lucky that you're men. And what I mean is that, one, you give women the opportunity to choose you, meaning you get to go and approach girls and, you know, holler at them, whatever. Chicks got to wait for niggas to approach them because they ain't going to do it. Another reason you should be lucky that you're a guy is because a woman can, in a lot of cases, they can get influenced to like you. See, you got chicks who, when they first meet you, they're like, yeah, I like that guy, I want to fuck him. That happens. Then you got chicks who are like, well, I don't like this motherfucker, and that's what it is. And then ain't nothing really you could do about that. Then you got those girls in the middle where it's like they're into you, but not all the way, or they you know, they give you a chance. They're like, okay, let me see what he's about, but they're not all the way sold. So what happens is that you have that leeway as a man, and that's where you you know, are in that mode or that situation. You understand? In order to, you know, make her feel these feelings, or she feels these feelings at a certain point, and she wants to fuck with you. Because as a man, you have that, you know, leeway to actually make that happen. See, for women, see, you know what it is? If I was talking to all women right now, like the only people who should be calling me, telling me it's all about looks is women, not you guys. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, what's going on? Who's this? Yo.
Hello?
What's poppin'? What's going on? Who's this?
Yeah, it's Ned from London.
What's poppin' with you? What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah, I was the one who made that comment about the plastic surgery thing in the chat room. Yeah.
Dude, it ain't gonna work, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
First of all, most people who have plastic surgery, now I wouldn't say more, but a lot of people have plastic surgery, they look like they had plastic surgery. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't look natural. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I see.
So it's like you're better off with how you naturally look than, unless you have like a really good plastic surgeon. You understand what I'm saying? But
yeah,
that shit, I don't understand why guys are thinking that, because what makes you, were you serious, or were you just like saying that just to sort of say it? You were serious about getting plastic surgery, thinking it's gonna help?
Yeah, kind of, like, cause my nose, like I said, it's kind of big. I mean, people haven't said this to me, but I've always had like this insecurity that my nose is kind of big for my face, and it has like a small bump on it. So I was looking at all these, you know, male model pictures I was talking to you about earlier. I think I called in, I called in one of your previous shows, and we were talking about this male model stuff. You know, guys catfishing girls on Tinder and the face and LMS thing, and you know, you see all these guys with like, you know, perfectly shaped noses, all straight and stuff like that. I mean, I work out, I train maybe like 5-6 days a week, you know, martial arts, going to the gym and stuff like that. So my body's in good shape, but it's just like my face that I don't like. I've never really liked it. My nose especially. So. Right.
Well, the thing is this, you know, I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna actually tell you what to do. You feel what I'm saying? So if you got to do what feels right for you, truthfully, because I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, you should do this, you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying that objectively, what it is that, you know, a lot of it is like, if you feel a certain way about how you look and you don't like it, that's what's affecting it. You understand? Most of it, not necessarily the actual thing. You understand what I'm saying? Not necessarily your nose. It's not your nose that's messing shit up. It's how you feel about your nose. You see what I'm saying? Because let's take this into another realm. Like you were saying, you have those guys who put the fake male model pictures on Tinder and all these other websites, right? And what they do is that they interact with the girls, right? And they pretend to be that male model, right?
Yeah.
What now? Who is the person who's responding back and forth to the girl? It's not the male model in the picture. It's the guy pretending to be the male model, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So my question is, why couldn't that same guy use that same type of game he's using with those girls as the male model picture in his regular life? You see what I'm saying? And the reason why is because the male model gives him confidence to be able to speak and talk to the girls how he wants to talk to them. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Right. So if he was to use that same confidence in his regular life or even online, you see what I'm saying? Then he would basically be getting almost the same results. But the problem is that he doesn't really actually, he's not confident in himself. He needs the mask of the male model to feel like this is what will make him acceptable to even talk to a woman. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I kind of agree, because I was seeing some of the stuff that he put up, and some of the stuff he was writing, he was joking around with them and making them laugh and all this type of things.
Right. So exactly. So it's like, why couldn't he do that in his regular life? But see, again, and this is what I was saying with you also, is that it's not about the look per se. It's more so how you feel about it. Because the thing is that the guy putting up the male model picture, and now he feels confident. He feels comfortable. He feels like he belongs in that situation talking to that girl. He feels like it's okay for him to do it now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the thing is, because this is the thing. Let's say you I'm not, because this is the thing. I'm not going to sit here and say that. Let's say if you have a certain a different look or whatever, there's going to be certain girls who are not gonna be into it. There's gonna be certain girls who are gonna be into a certain type of look. Just like there are certain girls right now who are gonna be into your look. Period. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, what you gotta understand is that at the end of the day, beyond all of that, and especially when you're dealing with girls, beyond the looks, because the looks can just get you in the door. So anybody's looks can get them in the door. So no matter how you look, the girl that likes your looks, that'll get you in the door in certain cases. You understand? So that's a thing that can get you there, right? It's not it's not foolproof all the time, because sometimes a girl might see you and she doesn't think you look good, but you can still talk to her and whatever. Now, the thing that's going to really make it stick is how you interact with the girl. Just like those guys, they interact with those girls on those sites, and it's them doing it. It's not the male model talking all that shit. It's them talking all that shit. You see what I'm saying? And so what the guys think, they think that the only reason why the girls are talking or are responding to them is because of the male model. But what they're responding to is the actual words that make them feel something. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Because this is the thing. You ever heard of this dude named Alan Roger Curry?
I think you mentioned him once before in one of your videos.
Right.
I think.
So let me tell you about Alan Roger Curry. So shout out to my dude Alan Roger Curry, right? So Alan Roger Curry, he's very good at verbal seduction, meaning he knows how to talk to chicks to get their pussy wet and all of that stuff, right? So people were saying to Alan Roger Curry, he did a video the other day where they were saying that the only reason Alan Roger Curry is able to get girls is because some women will think he's attractive, right? So Alan Roger Curry said that one day he was talking to this woman on the phone, and the woman said to him, "Hey, you have a really smooth voice." And so he started, dirty talking her and shit, doing some dirty talk. So then he got the chick wet, and mind you, this chick has never seen this guy before in her life. She doesn't know how he looks. So she got wet off of hearing his voice and hearing him speak. So what happened is that she felt something, and that got her wet. That got her horny. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she didn't know how the fuck he looked. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but is it gonna be like, say if they met face to face and she didn't like how he looked, like would she be turned off in that case?
Most likely not. You know why? Because she's already been attracted to him based off of that shit. Because if she's up there playing with her pussy off the sound of his voice, she's attached that feeling to him. You guys understand that? A woman, this is why you'll see women who will be with guys who treat them like shit. Women who will be with guys who aren't that good looking. You're wondering, why the fuck is she with this motherfucker? You understand what I'm saying? Because they've attached themselves emotionally to this guy. You see what I'm saying? Because the guy has tapped into her emotion, which makes her want to keep fucking with him. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, with a woman, what makes her want to keep seeing a guy and keep fucking with a dude is the fact that he makes her feel something. So she attaches that feeling to him, and that feeling she gets is unique to him. Do you see what I'm saying? So, for example, if she wanted to fuck with him again, let's say she wanted to fuck with Alan Roger Curry again, she has to go to him to get that experience again. You see what I'm saying?
I see.
You see what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. So
cool.
that's what it is, man.
Yeah. Thanks. I got like one more point to make and just one more question that I wanted to ask you. First of all, I remember like when you did that show with Amina, the last one, I called in. Then at the end, Amina was, I don't know if she was joking around or not, but after I spoke to you two, she was going, "Oh, yo, are you cute? Send me a selfie in the chat room, and if you're cute, I'll come to London and hit you up and all this stuff."
Right.
So was she just joking around, like saying that, or does she actually care about? I mean, is she actually putting the emphasis on the looks? Because like,
well, that's the thing. What's cute to Amina?
I don't know.
Exactly. This is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. You see what I'm saying? You guys you think of cute, and you think of one thing or a picture in your mind. You see what I'm saying? Because somebody can say cute, you're going to think of one thing, and then I say cute, somebody going to think of something else. So this is what I'm saying. She's saying, send me a picture if you're cute to her. That's what she's saying. Anytime a chick says, oh, this guy I saw, he was hot. Hot to who? Hot to her. Do you see what I'm saying? But we don't know who she thinks is hot. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's go ahead.
Yeah, I was talking to one girl who thought that. I mean, I don't know if you watch football or not. Like football, I mean soccer, like so European football. Do you know any of the players in the German team?
Not really.
Well, there's this guy called Mesut Ozil who plays for Arsenal here and for the German national team. And if you look at this guy, he looks like a frog. Like literally, his eyes are like. There's like bags under his eyes, and he's only like 28 years old or something like that. But this girl I know who saw him on TV, she's obsessed with him. She's telling me, she finds him really attractive and all this type of nonsense. When most people would look at him and think, this guy isn't attractive at all. He looks like almost like he had some sort of cranial facial deformity or something like that.
Right.
So, I guess the point you made is kind of valid there.
Right.
If he looks hot to her.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because you gotta understand, everybody has their type. B. This is what I'm saying. This is how the world. How do you think? Okay. Let's do a little common sense. I don't even like to say common sense because common sense isn't really it ain't really a thing. But let's state the obvious, right? Where do let's say the unattractive or below average people come from? You see what I'm saying? They had to have been born by somebody, right? Somebody, they had a mom and a dad, and those people had sex, and then their unattractive looking self has come out. So how did that?
I thought you were talking about country or something.
No, because I'm saying how okay. Let's say you got 100 motherfuckers in a room. You got 100 guys. 20 of them are what most people would consider the pretty boys or whatever, right? 80 of them are average to below average. How are those 80 guys, or how are those, those dudes, right, getting sex? You understand what I'm saying? How are they reproducing? How are they reproducing other average people? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this is what I'm saying. Like those 20 guys who are like the pretty boys, They're not fucking everybody in the world. They can't. It's impossible. You feel what I'm saying?
I agree. Yeah.
So some of these dudes who are average to below average, they're fucking somebody, right? And it's not all ugly chicks, because a lot of they're like, oh well, they're fucking the 2s and the 3s and all this other shit.
Yeah, that's what the face and LMS dude was saying, that women are dating up and men are dating down and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Right, and that's the thing. That's the thing that is true. A lot of guys date down because they have no game, and a lot of women date up because men don't got no game. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the same shit. But also too, what you got to understand is that a guy who has game, you understand, he could get the top-notch chicks no matter how he looks. You understand? He doesn't have to be this super good-looking guy, or he could be a super good-looking guy. It doesn't fucking matter. But if he has game, he can actually spit and holler at a whole bunch of chicks. But see, again, it's hard for guys to understand this, and I know that this is why I keep trying to explain this stuff to you guys. And I like to keep reiterating this until it hits you. Is that, and truthfully, what it is that most guys really just need to get out more. You understand? The reason why guys don't understand this is because they don't get out more. They don't see this shit. They don't see dudes who they look better than with chicks they would love to be with. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta understand, like, chicks are very about the emotions. They're emotional, dude. They hang on to how a guy makes them feel. And this is what all the players, all the smooth ass motherfuckers know. They know this. You understand? They know this, and they're laughing at you guys who think it's all about looks. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, what is this guy talking about? You know what I'm saying? They know this shit. Like I always bring up what's his name? Tyler from RSD. No one has still ever been able to explain how Tyler from RSD gets so much chicks. How? You understand? I've seen this dude Tyler fucking bag a chick from a dude who looks way better than him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but is that not orchestrated though? Is it real?
No, I'm saying I saw it in person. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, I was there. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was there in the spot, and I didn't even talk to the dude. I was looking from afar. I was like, oh shit, that's Tyler from RSD. I was watching this motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? And there was a dude there with a chick, and he's like, the guy was already talking to the girl, and it looks like the guy's trying to holler at her, and Tyler just comes up. He wasn't even cock blocking. He was just talking to her, whatever. And then the girl just started, fucking with him.
I guess the vibe. I mean, he's not really a good-looking guy himself.
Exactly. This is what I'm trying to say. And no one can ever fucking come up with why that happens. You see what I'm saying? All the guys. Oh, it's all about looks. Nobody can ever come up and say, oh, how does it? They can't explain it.
Let's see. I need to get I wanted to ask you one question quickly before I leave.
Go ahead.
Basically, there's this girl I've been talking to for a while now, and obviously, like, I like her, and I kind of made it known to her that I like her. So we talk every now and then. A little bit of flirting going on. I mean, she kind of, I think, gave me a bit of like mixed signals, saying that she kind of likes how I look and stuff like that, and flirting back with me a little bit. Then, like, a couple of weeks, I was talking to her, and she asked me for help on something, and it was like a website that she was making, so I was helping her with a website and stuff like that. And she asked me some other question, like, oh yeah, by the way, I have another thing to ask you. What does it mean if a guy doesn't look into your eyes when he speaks and he looks away? Because I had this situation with this guy, but it ended with nothing, and she was like asking me advice on how to deal with that and stuff like that. So I'm just wondering, like, should I still carry on pursuing it, or should I just like chalk it up as a lost cause if she's asking me that type of thing?
So she's asking you advice on her situation with other guys?
Yeah.
Man, that right there is a situation where she she usually sees you. She sees you as the dude that's probably just her friend. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's the thing. A chick, when she's into you, she's not going to mention other guys in most situations. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, it's not to say you can't really fuck with her and try to make something happen, but you gotta really turn up the situation with when you're dealing with her. You know, not just hanging out with her, helping her out with shit. Your situation with her has to be, 90% sexual. You understand me? And flirting, touching, trying to kiss, trying to get her back to the crib. All of that stuff needs to be happening because you want to see, or you want to gauge her interest. You want to gauge how cooperative she's going to be in that situation with you. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So
but then again,
go ahead. What you gonna say?
Yeah, but then again, like if I do that and then she's not interested, there's nothing I can do to turn it, can I?
Nah, if she's not interested, you gotta just charge the chick to the game. Because the thing is, if she's talking, because see, when I talk to chicks, they tell me about other dudes because my situation's different. I tell them I'm a coach. I tell them I'm in an open relationship. So we just be shooting the shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, but if you're just the guy out there, you single, you trying to get with chicks, you talking to this girl, you interacting with her, and she's asking you advice about some other dude, nah, that's a red flag, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I was too available, like
right,
responding to her too much. I should just like cut off, lay off the contact, and then just like try and get sexual. But if nothing happens,
don't fall back from her if she wants to holler at you and hit you up. You can hang out with her, but then hang out with her with the fact of you trying to make something happen. Like every interaction you have with this girl from now on should just be you trying to make something happen. You feel what I'm saying? All right, bro.
I'll do that, man. I'll do that. Yeah, thanks for your advice. Yeah, I'll catch you later.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
Bye.
All right, later.
Bye.
All right. Crazy. So what's popping, people? Man. So what's going on in the chat room? Let me see who this is. Yo, what's going on? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, this is Nathan in D.C.
What's popping? What's going on with you?
Hey, I just wanted to mention, one quick thing and see your opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, it's about, mischances with, women. So, this is, so basically, there was this girl, and she was beautiful. She was, light-skinned black girl, green eyes. So, she was a receptionist and a dermatologist.
Right.
So, yeah, I walk in, I was going to have a little, acne, or not acne, but bumps or whatever.
Mm.
I just looked at it, stuff, rash. So I walk in, she hands me the paperwork and stuff, and, I fill it out, get back to her. I look at her. My first thought, honestly, I was like, man, she's hot, but I was thinking, no, she has a boyfriend.
Right.
So I didn't really, I kept it professional and whatever. I just, okay, thanks. Went back, saw a doctor, came out, and, how you come out, ask, to sign the release paperwork or whatever. There was an older lady back there, old white lady, and so I started to talk to her, and I was like, wait, let me go around, through the door and back to the front, back to the green-eyed black chick, and, give her the paperwork and see, so I talked to her. So I talked to her, just on some regular shit about, health insurance and shit. I just made some shit up, how's the health insurance work and shit.
Right.
And we were talking and stuff, and then I was like, okay, is that it? Then she looked at me, and she was like, oh, I thought you were going to ask me for my number.
That's what she said?
And yeah, that's what she said. Right there, because it took me so off guard, because, I was like, she's a 10, and I'm maybe like a 7, 8, I was like,
oh, man. Dude. So wait, so what happened? Go ahead, keep going. What happened?
Okay. So then it took me so long. I was like, then I said, wait, my number? And then she was like, forget it. And then I sat down, and then I got my card, and I wrote my number on the back of the business card, and gave it to her. I knew I lost it, but I was like, oh man. all I had to do was simple. All I had to do was like, okay, yeah, all right, what is it right now? That's all I had to say, but it caught me so off guard. I was like, fuck.
Right. And you know why it caught you off guard?
Why?
The reason why it caught you off guard is because you're not prepared for the success. You see what I'm saying? That happens to a lot of guys. Because, and let me tell you, and I'm glad you brought this up, because this is a very important point that you guys gotta understand. You have to be ready for when shit like that happens. Most of you guys aren't ready because most of you guys are thinking or living in this sort of like, paradigm or thought process of women don't really like me so much, and I'm working towards getting women to like me. So I hope one day that certain girls will like me, or I'll get a girl to like me. You see what I mean? But see, if you're thinking that way, when a girl says, "Hey, aren't you gonna take my number?" or "Take my number," you're like, "What's going on?" You're like, "What the fuck? Like, what? This isn't. Is this a joke? Is there a fucking candid camera here? Is this am I getting punked? Like, this is what you're thinking in your head. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So the thing is, if you're prepared for the success, or you're expecting success like that to happen, you're expecting women to fuck with you like that. When a girl says, "Hey, aren't you gonna take my number?" You be like, "Hell yeah, give me a number." Then you take it down, you text her your number, you be like, let's get together next week, whatever. Like it's any other thing. Like it's any other fucking situation. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So the thing is, you just gotta, you have to have that vibe that you expect shit like that to happen. Like I've said before in plenty of videos, I said anytime I talk to a girl, you understand? Any chick who, of course, is not related to me, or who's not underage or whatever, any chick that I talk to, that I assume she wants to have sex with me. I assume this. You understand what I'm saying? So, so when I'm talking to her, I'm already in that mindset of thinking, yo, this chick wants to fuck me. So now when I talk to her, and if she does say, "Hey, aren't you gonna take my number?" it's not like a shock or surprise. You see what I mean? Because I'm expecting that shit. You see what I mean? So you got to get into that thought process of expecting it. You feel what I mean?
Yeah, it's too positive thought process. Not the indifference. Like, be positive about it.
Exactly.
Expect it before it happens, and then it happens.
Right. Exactly.
That's
and
like
on top of
the
that,
law of attraction shit.
Right.
It's
Right.
Law of attraction.
Right. And on top of that, what happens is that when you expect it, you get more of it because you step to the girl, in a more confident way, because you feel it's almost like to a certain extent you feel sort of entitled to the shit. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah.
To a certain extent.
She stuck to me first because she asked me, So.
Say that again?
She stuck to me first because we were just talking on some regular shit.
Right.
Then she brought up, "Oh, why don't you take my number?"
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so the thing is, a lot of times when you expect it and you have that feeling and that energy, what happens is women, they'll gravitate to you, just real cooperative, because you're coming at them in a way where they feel that masculine energy. They're like, "Oh shit, this guy, he's on point," and that's what makes them, respond to you in a certain way. Because there's times when I talk to girls and I flirt with them and I'm just interacting with them or whatever, I'm interacting with them in a way where I'm like, yo, every time I'm talking to this girl or that girl or whatever, like she feels and she knows that this is supposed to go down. So she's almost like just falling into place with the whole situation. It's like if you go into a fucking, I don't know, like a club or whatever, and everybody starts dancing because they put on the brand new hot song or whatever, and you're the only one like just standing around, and everybody's dancing, and then you feel like you want to start dancing now because everybody else is dancing. You see what I mean? And so you get into that groove because you're just in that mode, you're in that space, you sort of fall into the place, you fall into what's going on. That's the shit that's gonna, it's the same thing with women, is that you bring that energy, they see that, oh shit, this guy's giving that energy, and I'm just sort of flowing with the situation. You see what I'm saying? She's going with the flow, and the flow is you letting her know that this is what's gonna go down. You see what I mean? And that comes from you just always being ready for the shit. You see what I mean?
Yeah. And there was other times, well, not the second time. So the chick across my hallway, bad, nice little Ethiopian chick. Mm-hmm. I was just talking to her, and I mentioned we were having a housewarming because we just moved in the apartment. So I mentioned it to her. I was like, yeah, let me get your number, and she was like, okay. She started. So we were talking a little bit. She started to give me the number. Then she was like, oh, wait. Then she gave her phone to me and said, okay, you put the number in. Mm. Okay, so I put my number in, and then, she never hit me up. I'm wondering if I should have pressed, send, so I could have had her number, I put it in because, she
right. Well, the thing is, when you give a chick your number, you got to also, too, tell her when to call you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that makes it easier for her to actually follow through because you still are instructing her on what to do. So you put your number in the phone and be like, listen, give me, shoot me a text, tomorrow at 7:00. You know what I'm saying? So you give her a day and a time to holler at you. You see what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I told her. I didn't tell her specifically, but I told her. I didn't tell her time though.
Right. Yeah, you got to tell them the time, yo. Tell them the time of the day. Like, yo, hit me up tomorrow at this time. Hit me up Saturday at that time. You see what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Thank you a lot, and keep it up.
Appreciate it, bro. All right, I'm gonna holler at you.
All right.
All right. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Yo. Where is the... Yo.
Hello?
All right, what's going on? Hello? Yo, I can't hear you. Sound like you 20 miles away, bro. You can speak up? Yo.
What about now?
Okay, I can hear you now. All right, what's going on?
Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm chilling. What's your name? Where you from?
My name is Will from New York.
All right, what's going on with you?
I was wondering, man, the things I want to talk about is, I want to talk in private. So I'm saying, there's any way I can contact you privately or meet you somewhere?
Private, dude, I told you, go to MrLocario.com and sign up for the 30-minute game sessions, okay? That's a private conversation that we're going to have. It's one-on-one private. I'm going to go to, actually, you know what? This is what you're going to do. Go to MrLocario.com right now, and it's on the front page. So you just click on the front page. It tells you all the information, all right? All right?
Okay.
All right, cool. Hold on, one second. I got too many people calling. Hold on. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this? All right, yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, it's Casey. I always chat with you, but I never talk to you. How you doing? I'm a long-time fan.
Chilling. What's going on with you?
Bro, I really want to know what's good with, seriously, what's the deal with, super low insecure chicks that just have to have a dude that treat them like shit? What's the bottom line with that?
That's the thing. Well, you got to understand.
I'm going through that right now, and it's just, crazy. They just have to have a dude who just treat them like that. But I just want to know psychologically what's good with it.
Well, that's the thing. Because they don't believe they deserve shit. Because they look at themselves as shit. You understand? See,
okay.
And I talked about this before, I think, on another stream where I was talking about how, certain girls are not going to be on your level. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Meaning that there's certain girls you're just not going to be able to fuck with, because if you a dude who's about something and you ain't on that bullshit, right. You understand?
Right.
They can't fuck with you because they think, well, I can't handle being with a guy like you, because what you're going to do is you're going to demand for them to upgrade themselves either directly or indirectly, which they feel they can't do. You understand? So
wow.
It's kind of like this. If I said to you, hey, I'm a hire you to work at this job, and you're gonna be doing computer codes and working on some high tech level shit. Even if I was saying,
right.
yo, I'm gonna pay you $100,000 a month, you probably decline it because you don't know what the fuck to do. You're like, I don't know how to do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And so in order to not have to be in that situation, to feel embarrassed or to feel like, well, I'm just not going to be able to do it, you just decline it. You're just like, well, I ain't fucking with that. And then you're like, well, all I know how to do is, work at, the shoe store. You understand? So now you go to the shoe store. So it's the same thing for no disrespect for people who work at shoe stores. I'm just saying. But, that same thing with chicks.
Some Mal Bundy type, right?
Right, exactly. So it's the same thing with chicks. A chick, she sees you and she's like, I can't fuck with this guy. I don't know what to do with him. I can't. But,
they really think that though?
No, and that's what it is, because you gotta understand something.
Wow.
All she can do, because the guy who treats her like shit, what it is that she knows. This is the thing. She knows that he ain't shit either. You see what I'm saying? So
that's exactly the case,
right?
Yeah,
so there's a match there. It's like, I ain't shit and you ain't shit. So let's not be shit together. You understand? But if you're on top of your shit and she's not shit, she doesn't have the skill and know-how to get to the same level you're at. And eventually what's going to happen is what she knows is that she's going to, because this is the thing, even if you don't realize she's not shit, at the time, she knows that eventually you're going to see she ain't shit. And then what's going to happen is that you're going to kick her to the curb, which makes her feel even worse. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So what women do is...
because what happened, I was dealing with, not to cut you off, I was dealing with a chick at work like that, just everything you talking about. And when I leave her alone for a month or two, this chick actually comes to, like, where I'm working at.
Right.
My department asks me and everything. Then when I get in the groove of texting her, she's on some, I don't know, I'm scared type. That's what I'm saying, though.
Right.
So how do you bring them over if that's the case?
But that's the thing. Some of them you can't. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
that's what I'm trying to say. Some of them you got to have to charge to the game. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
And that's the unfortunate, thing of the game, is that the thing is if you, because like I remember I had a friend who used to always say that he had this thing where he say the masses are asses. So he's basically saying that a lot of people. So if the more on point you are, right, the harder is probably going to be just in general to really connect with a large number of chicks. Now you could smash here and there if you just sort of get it in quick, but the thing is that a lot of times you're gonna run into chicks who they're so used to dealing with a certain type of guy that when you're that different type of guy, she can't handle that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Damn.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
that's deep though.
Yeah, because this is the thing. Like I said, I did a video about this the other day where I was talking about how you can't make a girl like you. So the thing is, she only likes you based off of her analysis of the type of guy she thinks you are. So if she's analyzing the situation, let's say you step to her and you're like, yo, let's make something happen. If she analyzes the situation, she's like, oh shit, this guy is on point. He got shit going for himself. He might want me to actually bring something to the table. He might want me to be able to talk about something of substance. He might want me to do this and that. So now she's thinking, well, I can't handle all that, so let me not call him back. Let me cut this off before it gets anywhere, because I don't want to get with him and then start having feelings for him, and then he dumps me based off the fact that I ain't really got nothing going on, which is going to make me feel even worse than I feel now, because now it's reinforcing the fact that I ain't really got shit going on. You see what I mean?
In so many words, that's exactly what she said.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how they do. That's how they do.
But so you're saying that when she disappears, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my bad. When I disappear and she come around, ain't shit ever gonna happen. I can't flip it. I can't.
The only way you can flip it,
because I don't want to waste my time.
Right. The only way you can flip it is you just got to let her know, like, hey, listen, let's just get together and hook up. You understand? Like, if you want to smash.
No, I'm scared. A lot of girls like you type shit.
Right,
the thing you're not understanding, I'm not lying to nobody. I don't know what you're seeing.
Right. But again,
that's her deal.
Right, exactly. That's her deal, because all you can do is really present it. You can present, hey, let's just get together and do it. And if you ain't trying to do that, then I can't really do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still up to her to want to make it happen. You see what I mean? So all you can do really is you can sort of leave this situation open-ended. You understand? So what that means is you charge her, but you say, hey, you know what? you got my number, so whenever you're ready to come through, just holler at me. And then you just keep it moving. You don't call, you don't text or nothing. And then when she tries to hit you up, you make it happen at that point. Now, if she hits you up and she's still bullshitting, right? Then you charge her hard. You're just like, okay, she's done. Period. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what it is.
Can I say one thing for them super fans who think it's about licks out there, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you gentlemen something, like, yo, I got this other female at work. She's like a straight up nurse RN. She's banking and all that. You know when a girl feeling you. You know, I don't care who out there. They know when somebody like you. This girl, I don't care if her boss is talking to her. She will go out her way to say hi, smile, a big smile, and go crazy.
Right.
Like, and no matter when I'm coming, every single time. So I'm calling myself slick. I'm like, yo, we're gonna have a party. Like, I'm gonna invite you. What's your email? All that. Yo, I email her. Nothing. Like, I mean, she don't answer. She even told me, oh, my bad, I saw your email, I couldn't respond. So I hit her up one more time, and she still didn't respond.
Right.
And even after that, she still smiled and everything. So I know what it is. I just didn't take the time to get to know her like that. I just was trying to just be slick, you know. But I'm just trying to tell y'all, like, yo, it ain't. They think you cute. You can dribble, but if you can't shoot, nothing popping.
Exactly. That's what I've been trying to tell them. That's what I'll be trying to tell them. They think it's
not getting it.
They think it's just like 1 + 1 = 2, and the shit ain't that. It ain't simple like that. Because again, like I always say, they thinking with their male logical brain. Because for us, if we see a girl and we think she's cute, we like, oh, that means I'm trying to fuck. Like, I'm trying to make it happen.
Exactly.
But for women, they go through all these emotional roller coasters that all of that shit don't even mean shit. Because she could think you cute, but if she ain't in the mood to fuck, she ain't gonna fuck. If she feel like you're gonna play her, she ain't gonna fuck. If she feel like, that, you're gonna judge her or whatever, she ain't gonna fuck. In fact, sometimes you might be in such good shape that a chick might be intimidated to get naked in front of you. You see what I'm saying? Because she's going to think, well, he got a six-pack, and I don't want him to judge me, so I don't want to fuck him. You see what I'm saying? But we don't think that way. You see what I mean? So it's just a whole different thing.
Not to mention for you low insecure dudes, how many times I've been at the movies and wanted to trade with a chick who, the dude 300-something pounds and his girl looking better than mine. I ain't nothing like that.
Right.
So I would have gladly been 300 pounds to have a chick.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, this is dude.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
This is dude named Dan Bacon. He's on YouTube too. He does like relationship advice or whatever. And he had this video. I gotta find this video again because I wanna put the links to this video all the time.
No, Dan Bacon. First of all, you the man, so stop all that. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. David X. If you look at David X,
that's what I'm saying.
X get in it and he don't give you no motivation, boy, then I don't know what to. I ain't trying to diss on me. I'm just saying, like,
that's what I'm saying.
If David X could get it in, you can get it in.
That's what I'm saying. But dudes, they don't want to. Because I told dudes about David X. They're like, oh, David X ain't getting no pussy. I'm like, yes, David X is getting pussy. See, I could tell.
No, yeah.
Dude, I could tell. I could tell when a guy is talking about the game and the shit he talking. I could tell when a motherfucker's getting pussy without having to see him go get pussy. You feel what I'm saying? I could tell. You understand? Like, you can tell this shit when you hear motherfuckers talk because you hear the same fucking type of stories. You hear the same thought patterns about shit. You hear the same sort of like interactions that they have, and it's similar to what you doing in your shit. So this is why even while you're talking, I could tell that like this is the same way where you have girls who probably think, oh, you look cute, or they think you're attractive physically, but they still be playing around. You see what I'm saying? And so,
well, I'm gonna be honest. When I have a certain haircut, I always fix myself up in the morning. I believe in myself, and through that, other people will. And the guys just don't get that, but it is the truth, though.
Right.
I was at a club, yo. I ain't trying to take your time up like that. I know you busy.
I'm not going.
But I was at a club, bro, like a high status OC club, Orange County, and this girl over here, bro. I swear to God, fam, she was big, fat, chunky. Not the business in the face. She was whack, and it's wrong to say that, but the truth is the truth. She would be white too for a lot of people.
Right.
This girl right here carried herself, brother, like $1 million straight up. Like she carried herself like she knew she was it. She had dudes in line standing to buy her drinks. Like, I swear to God, the dude was waiting for her to finish the conversation
her another drink.
Wow.
When I saw that, I'm thinking, like, this chick whack. I saw what happened. I started liking it. So if it's like that for me, it's got to be 20 times that for women.
Exactly,
It's gotta be like
exactly.
That. So that's a real, that's real, though.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, confidence is no joke. If you really have
Exactly.
it.
Facts. You talking? I'm telling you talking real shit because, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I've always said that. I said, yo, I always equate that shit to fucking music. Like when you hear a fucking like that. What's that song with Cardi B, that Bodak Yellow shit? You know what I'm saying?
Bodak Yellow.
Like when I first heard that shit, I was like, this shit whack.
Beat hard. You know
Right.
what I mean?
I remember when I first heard that shit, I was like, this shit whack, whatever. Next
That's
you
what
know,
I thought, yeah.
a few months later, I'm like, yo, that shit is
what I
fire, my nigga. Like, but see, that's because they kept playing it. They kept telling you it was the shit.
Exactly.
So now you start to think it's the shit. That's just human nature. You see what I'm saying?
It's the same. It's the
It's the same
thing,
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
It's the same thing.
Nah, it's real shit.
And
man.
then you guys gotta understand. I'm gonna let you go. You guys gotta understand. With all that being said, Locario probably is the best out there. The money is worth it, all that. But you gotta believe in yourself, and
Right.
then you have to put in the work. You got to, bro. There's no way. Don't talk to two chicks. Think they said no and you whack. You gonna be dope no matter what you do, homie. But you gotta put in that work.
Right.
Because then you know what? 10 ugly girls reject you. You get that beautiful one. That is the way the world works.
Exactly.
It is.
Exactly.
It
real
is,
shit.
though. It is.
Real
you
shit,
know what I mean?
man.
But like I said, I had to call because I don't know how to deal with lawyers. I mean, you broke it down great. It's crazy to me, though. That's crazy.
Right,
That's really
right,
crazy,
man. But yeah, I appreciate
Yeah,
the
'cause I
call,
was
bro.
just like, man, I'll take you on adventures, and I meant it, though. I'm not selling dreams. I liked it, bro. Like,
Right.
I can't. Nothing like she on that, like, I like you, but I can't. I'm too scared to get hurt. I'm like, pain is everywhere, like, straight up. I ain't trying to. So,
Right.
yeah, I can't do it. But, yeah, you know.
Nah, real talk, man. Real talk, man. But yeah, I appreciate the
Yeah,
call.
man, but do your thing. I will be in touch with you, my bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
All right, later.
All right, I'll let you.
All right.
Yeah, man, that's real shit, man. That is real shit. So the caller number 646-481-3901. All right, let me see who this is. Yo, what's going on? Yep.
Hello?
What's poppin'? What's going on? Who's this?
This is Sean.
Say that again?
Sean Lee on Facebook.
Why you sound like that? Like you fucking...
Are you still on live stream?
What happened?
Are you still on live stream?
Yeah, we live. You live right now, man. You live. What's going on? What's going on with you?
I wanted to know how you I'm on YouTube too looking at myself, but I was wondering how do you hook up with a girl online?
How do you
without her saying I don't know you?
So how do you hook up with a girl online without her saying what?
I don't know you.
Oh, you talking about like if you online and you trying to say, hey, let's get together, and she's talking about I don't know you? Yeah,
because I say to all of them, I want to hook up, when are you free?
Right.
And once you say that, they gonna think you a nut. You feel me? If you start off saying that, I guess.
Well, it all depends on the chicks.
Am I right?
It all depends on the chicks you dealing with. But the thing is this, right? If you're talking to a girl online or just in any situation, right? What you got to do is you need to make sure you're guiding the conversation to where you want it to go. So if you're trying to actually get her to see you and hook up with you, whatever she's saying, you still have to steer the conversation to you and her getting together to hook up. So if you say, hey, let's get together, Friday and hook up and, hang out or whatever. And then she responds to you on the site and she's like, oh, well, I don't know you like that, right? And then you say, okay, cool. Well, you're like, yeah, I don't know you either. So this is why you're going to give me your number. We're going to get together and hook up on Friday, right? So now so the thing is, if she's still sort of, being uncooperative, then you just got to charge it to the game. Because you got to understand something. Most of the time, if a woman wants to get with you and see you and talk to you, hang out with you, do whatever it is, if she's feeling you, she's going to make it easy. You understand? Sometimes you're going to have those girls in the middle, which is why you're going to have to do that back and forth, meaning she's not totally, not into you, but she's not all the way sold. So those girls, you got to sort of go back and forth if you want to keep it going. But generally, if a chick wants to fuck with you, she gonna fuck with you. So you're not even gonna even have that question of her asking or her that statement or whatever of her saying, I don't know you. You feel what I mean? But if she does say that, you understand? Her saying I don't know you isn't necessarily a no, but it's still her sort of being like wishy-washy about the shit or uncooperative. So you got to be able to respond in a way and say, hey, well, listen, you know, I don't know you either, so let's get together and get to know each other. You see what I mean? And then here's my number. Text me right now. Here's my number. Call me right now so we can get to know each other. You see what I mean?
Yeah, you smart.
That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, bro.
All right, I'm trying to leave off Facebook. Hit me up.
All right, bro. I'm going to holler at you.
All right, Mr. Locario. Keep up the good work.
All right. Appreciate it, bro. Oh, man. I think I'm catching a cold or some shit. This weather out in here is ridiculous. Also, when he's like, you smart, he sound like, what's that nigga, DJ Khaled? You smart. You loyal. Yo, what's going on? This thing be coming in late for some reason. This is what's popping. Who's this?
Hello?
Yo, what's going on?
It's Dre.
What's popping? What's the deal?
Hey, bro, I'm 44, and I've been married a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a problem with these chicks, man, trying to put me in the sugar daddy category.
Oh, damn.
I know about that, yeah.
Crazy. So what happened? So you be talking to them and they try to ask you for money or something, or like how does it, what's going on with that?
No, I mean, you know, I tell them I'm married in the beginning. After a while, it's cool. You know, next thing I know, you know, they start bringing these problems towards me. You know, the car needs to be fixed. You know.
Wait. So hold on. One second.
I'm in and out about 2 weeks top.
1 second. So you said you married?
Yeah.
Oh, so you married, but you like fucking with chicks on the side.
I'm married, man. I've been married a long time.
And you so you cheating on your wife with other chicks?
Well, I mean, that's my intention. I'm just saying. I mean, you married too, right?
Yeah, but I'm in an open relationship though.
Okay, well, I'm being honest with you, man. I'm married, been married over 20 years. You know, sometimes things can stale, you know.
Right. Wow,
now,
damn.
I read Tariq Nasheed's book. He talks about it too, the game.
Right.
You know, it can work for married men too, but nowadays, especially chicks in their 30s, late 20s, you tell them you're married, you're in your 40s, they automatically think you got to help me out.
Right.
So what's your perspective on that?
Right. Well, see, the thing is too, man. Like, I think part of it. Do they know that you married? The chicks you fucking with?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't lie. Yeah.
Right. And so that's probably part of the reason why they're trying to get you to give them paper. You see what I'm saying? Because they know that you cheating, but they know that you creeping. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So now they're like, well, since you cheating or whatever, because this is what I gotta explain to you. Because like even for myself, I'll give you myself for example. So I'm in an open relationship, right? So I still mess with other women, right? But some of the women I mess with, they don't like the fact, they still low key don't like the fact that I got a wife. You feel what I'm saying? Because now that means that I actually, you know, I still got, you know, my wife with me or whatever. So some of them try to act like, you know, they could come at me a different way. You feel what I'm saying? Because I got a wife. You see what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. In your situation, the fact that you got a wife and they know this, they're probably coming at you like, oh, well, you should do this or you should do that for me, or you should give me this or you should give me that, as sort of like this thing like, well, you already got a wife, so I don't have to sort of like come at you, you know, in a different way. So what you got to do is that when you're talking to these girls or however you're interacting with them, you got to make sure that they don't you know get the idea that it's okay for them to try to like get money from you like that or to do all that type of shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's something you got to nip in the bud from when you first start talking to them or when they first approach you like that. You see what I'm saying?
Well, like I say is, I'll give you about 2 weeks. Everything seemed cool in the beginning, like they down the program.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2-3 weeks down the road, yeah, I can see it coming. You know, it's always something.
Right, right.
You know?
Well, you just gotta let them. You gotta let them know that it ain't gonna go down like that. So you gotta let them know.
Well, yeah, of course.
Literally.
No doubt about that, but you don't think it would work in everybody's favor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, given the number of men out there that's available.
Mm-hmm.
But I got partners that it works for. You know.
Right.
Like
Right.
1 or 2 girlfriends on the side. You know.
Mm-hmm.
They got a spot they can go chill at when they get off work, or they can go home. You know.
Mm-hmm. See, well, the thing is, you know, you got to just make sure that you managing, you know, your situations right with the side chicks. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the thing is that the girls are always going to treat you based off of how you interact with them when you first start fucking with them. Because like you said everything will be seen cool the first 2 weeks or whatever. But within those 2 weeks, there has to be certain ground rules. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's laid out from the beginning. Because if there's no ground rules laid out, then everything is just sort of up in the air, and then they feel like they could just sort of do whatever they want to do. You see what I mean? And so that's where the whole... Go ahead, what you going to say?
Some of the ground rules are laid out in terms of, you know, hey, don't call me after this time, or, you know, certain days.
Right.
But I guess, maybe they're thinking that the expectations are going to be limited because I am in a relationship. I am married.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go so far with them. Like one chick, for instance, you know, she told me, well, since you're married, I don't want to get my feelings involved.
Right.
Yeah, she turned around and said, hey, I'm a little short on my rent.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. They feel like, oh, well, since this is the situation, I could come at you like that. And the thing is, from the beginning, you got to tell them, like, when she first say that, be like, listen, it ain't going down like that. So either we going to chill like how we chilling, or you could get to stepping. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I kick it because, man.
You know what I mean?
All right.
So that's what you got to do.
Bro.
That's what's up, bro.
Peace.
All right, man. Peace. Man. My man up there, he getting it in. See, I'm not the moral police. I let motherfuckers do them. If they gonna, you know what I'm saying? But shit. You gotta, you know, gotta let chicks know what it is. Because, you know, she can get crazy. Yo, what's going on? Yo, what's poppin'? Hello? What's going on? What's going on? What's poppin' with you?
Nothing much. I had 2 questions. Like, I can't stay on the phone, but I just want to ask 2 real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You get some advice for winter game, like picking up women in the winter, like where to go. You know, different places, like how it's different in the summer, and then also like games for like. See, I know you're supposed to feel like you should be awesome and all that, but if you don't find anything about you that's really awesome or unique, whatever, and you got insecurities on things, you talk about how you can overcome those.
Right.
And, you know, start feeling awesome about yourself. That's it, though. I gotta go. Thanks.
All right, cool. I'm gonna answer that in the joint real quick. All right. All right. So the thing is, you know, hold on. Let me answer this real quick before I get to this other dude. So one, I think you're saying I'm not sure if you were asking in the beginning how to get chicks in the winter or where to go, but I guess if you're talking about that with cuffing season, you know, you gotta, you know, step up your online dating game because a lot of chicks is gonna be heavy online, but also you gotta just go know about spots that are happening in your city that are actually crowded on specific days to go to those spots to get the girls. Now, as far as the other question about you being you know, awesome and understanding your value, you have to figure out what's unique about you, what's interesting about you, what do you have going on that makes you different than other people. You understand? So like, let's say something like, it could be something as simple as like you play the piano real good. You feel what I'm saying? You know, just you understanding that you have that skill shows that you actually have some sort of talent which makes you interesting. Now, when you talk to a girl, you don't necessarily need to say to her, hey, I play the piano and I'm interesting, but having that knowledge of knowing that you have something interesting about you is the fuel that's going to give you the energy to actually talk to her and make shit happen with her in that way, because you have that energy and that confidence knowing that you have something interesting about you. You feel what I'm saying? It's really that simple. Let me see who this is. All right. Yo, what's going on? Who's this? Yo.
Yo, Locario, what's up, man?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
Poppin', man. It's Gonzo Fisher, bro.
What's going on?
What's going on, man? Yo, Locario, I don't have a question for you or nothing like that, but I just wanted to, real quick, I'm make it quick as possible. Because you always making videos about how, looks don't matter. You know what I'm saying? For the guys who who don't want to believe that yet, but I got a little quick scenario with you to even explain to you looks don't matter at all. Right. Now, Locario, you know me. You know me. You see me. You know how I look. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a bad looking guy. I'm in shape. I'm not a bad looking dude at all. You know me. Right. So, real quick, Locario. So one day, I was out. Right. I was hanging out. I was doing something. I'm not gonna say what that something is, but I was doing something. And I met this chick. Right. I met this little Spanish chick. Right. Right. And me and her just started talking. Right, so we just making, small talk, and she starts going into some type of relationship advice type of shit, right? Right. So I'm not giving her no advice. I'm just listening to what she's saying. Right. So now she tells me about how there's this Asian guy, right? There's an Asian guy, right, in her school who she's really good friends with. And I said, wow, okay, what about that Asian guy? So she's telling me this, telling me that. So I said, okay, I don't hear anything about him making a move on you. She said, yeah, but he doesn't like me like that. Right. And I said, okay, so, why don't you make the move? She's like, oh, I don't want to make the move, but now, Locario, here's what she tells me. She tells me at first, when she first met the Asian guy, he tried to kick it to her, and she told him, hell no, not in a million years, I'm not attracted to you. Right. So, she said as she got to hang out with him more, she started liking him, and now she starts liking him, and now he doesn't want her. Right. You know, so okay, so I'm like, aha, so is it one of these cases that you want something that you can't have? She's like, oh no, I like him. So I was like, yo, maybe your emotions and maybe you think you like him. She said, no, I like him. So anyway, Locario, I ain't trying to hear about no fucking Asian guy. Right. So I'm trying to kick my own game because she's kind of cute. Right. So me and her end up talking right now. Locario, I'm not the best looking guy in the world, but you know me. I'm not a bad looking guy. I work out. Right. I do what I do. So I try to kick it to her, right? So she gives me her number, right, Locario? She gives me the number, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make her. So I'm thinking to herself. I said, fuck this Asian dude she's talking about. She's about to be on my dick. Right. I'm a big black guy, Right. I'm pretty good looking. I got a nice body, I'm a big, she's just gonna forget about this Asian dude. Right. And plus, Locario, she actually, while me and her was talking, she actually showed me a picture of this Asian guy. It's a little average, slim looking Asian kid. Right. So anyway, Locario, so she gives me her number. I try to kick my game to her, and she just wasn't interested in me. Right. All she was talking about was that Asian guy. That's all she kept. Locario, she was talking about that Asian guy so much, I told her, I had to go, and I just never called her again. I just charged her. Right. I was really trying to kick my game, when are you free? What's up with you? Trying to flirt, and she would talk to me for 2 minutes, then she just goes back to that Asian guy, she's obsessed with him. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck does this girl see in this fucking Asian, mind you, Locario, this is a black and Spanish chick. What is she in this Asian dude that has her going crazy? Right. I'm a fucking big buff black guy. I'm not bad looking at all. For all your listeners. Right. No, and that's the thing I want to, and that's the thing. Hold on. That's the thing I want to tell them, because I want to tell the people in the chat room that I want to tell the people in the chat room that I know you personally. So you see what I'm saying? So what you speaking is facts. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Look, Locario. I'm trying to kick my game to her, and she just wasn't having it, bro. She just kept talking about that Asian guy, And Locario, mind you, when I met her, she saw me. She saw I had a car.
Right.
She knows what I do for a living. She just didn't give a fuck. She was just interested in that fucking Asian guy who's in her fucking psychology class or whatever the fuck it is.
Right.
I didn't stand a chance against that Asian guy in her fucking mind.
Right.
Not a fucking chance. And I was, you know what it is? It's not that I was shocked, but I was like more, like kind of surprised. Like, wow, like she's really on this guy dick. But I already knew that looks is not everything. Unlike, you know, a lot of these guys like I already knew that, but I was like, damn, like she's really like on this fucking guy.
Right.
And she didn't, yo, Locario, man, when I tell you I was trying, kid, yo, and you know what it is too, Locario, like I said, she was talking about that Asian guy so much. I just hung up, never called her back, and guess what? She never called me back either.
Right.
She never called me back, so she wasn't, like, she didn't see me as, like, a sexual, like, she wasn't attracted to me in that way. She just kept talking about that Asian dude, man.
Right.
That's all she kept talking about, and I couldn't.
That's the thing, dude.
I was kind of baffled. I'm like, yo, how is this slim Asian kid fucking with me? like, how is it? Yo, Locario, I have a masculine body. I'm not like it's all about looks, right? Like, why is she not on my dick?
That's what he's trying to tell these dudes.
True fucking story. And Locario, this girl was not Asian. She was fucking Dominican and black. It was a fucking black. So you could say she was a black girl.
Right.
And I couldn't fucking believe it, man. I couldn't believe it. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, she was about, she was about a 7, 6.5, 7.
Right.
But I wanted her because kind of like my ego kind of got in the way. I'm like, she's with an Asian guy. I'm gonna make her forget about this Asian guy.
Right.
Fuck out of here, dude. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here, Locario. That's a fucking true story. For anybody who's not, for everybody who's listening right now, that is a true fucking fact.
That's crazy.
True fact. True fact. And I do not look like Shrek. I am not overweight. I am not slim. I'm not a bad-looking guy at all. And she wasn't feeling it, dude.
Right.
So all you guys, looks, that's bullshit. Because I tried to use my looks on that chick, and she wasn't having it. And I seen the picture, Locario, this Asian guy, if he was in a room, if you and him were in a room full of women, you would not feel threatened by him.
Right.
You look at him like, this guy, like, you wouldn't be threatened by him at all.
Right.
That shit just fucking had me kind of, Locario, man, that shit had me kind of surprised. I'm like, what? Like,
I'm telling you, that's what dude. That's what I'm trying to tell. They saying Asian dudes is finally winning in the chat room. That's hilarious.
I have Locario, I don't know if she was turned on by his IQ. I have no clue. But this chick, and Locario, she told me when she first met him, he tried to kick it to her, and she wasn't interested. She said, "Hell no, not in a million years."
Right.
And then she said 3 weeks later, she starts falling for the guy. But guess what? He don't want her ass now. So I guess.
That's a lot of shit that's going on right there that dudes could actually fucking like learn from, because if like you said, she was like, yo, I'm not really feeling the Asian dude. Now she's all over the nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And then
he don't want her, Locario.
Right,
what she says, he's not interested in her in that way, and it's killing her. So I told her maybe it's something that you want, because women, Locario.
Right,
women,
that could be it too.
Women want what they can't have.
That could be it too.
Right. They chase validation. Or I don't know, maybe he just has some crazy game too. I don't know, maybe just because he's Asian, that don't mean he doesn't have any game.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I be telling cats is like, yo, it all depends, because a chick, she's gonna be into what she's into. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be her, what she wants. You feel what I mean? And so that's what it is.
Locario, one more thing. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. I could tell that girl was not interested in me in that way, because, like I said, she never, after I hung the phone up, I'm like, oh, I gotta go, because she kept talking about the Asian guy. She never called me back again either. Like, she never, hey, how you doing? No call, no text. She never hit me up, nothing. Never called me back again.
Right.
So that gave me a sign like, damn, this, like, she didn't give a fuck about me.
Right. Nah, real shit. Yo, dude, I appreciate you calling and tell him the story, man. You know what I mean? Because
that's a true story, man. For all you guys, man, that's a real true fucking story,
That's
dude.
what it is, bro.
I lost to an Asian kid that if me and him were in a struggling match, I'll snap him like a twig, and I lost to that kid. That kid overpowered me.
Yo, dude, holla at me offline this week, man. We got to kick it again. You know what I'm saying? All right, bro. I'm gonna holla at you, bro.
Later.
All right, peace.
Yeah.
That's my dude right there, man. We got this. Oh, yo, what's going on?
Yo.
What's popping?
Yeah, this Ronnie.
What's going on, bro? What's up with you?
All right. I got a question. I got 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
First, before I ask the question, I want to let you know like something that I went through the other day. Like, when I was going to the store, I had said something like to the girl. I was like, because she had a white car. She was driving a white car.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing was, I said, white is a color. So she was like, yeah, I guess it's the way she said it. I already know she probably wasn't interested. It's the way she said it because she didn't say nothing else.
Right.
But my question is, did I do something wrong on that part?
Nah, you just gotta look at women's responses to you. That's really all it is. You feel what I'm saying? Because whatever you say to them, they're gonna respond in a certain way. Even them ignoring you is a response. Them not saying anything is a response. Them saying something in a sort of rude way is a response. Them smiling is a response. You're just looking for the response. So it's not that you did anything wrong. You just gotta look for the response. And if the response, when you're talking to a girl or you're going indirect and you just, sort of saying some shit, if her response is, her showing, like a positive sort of like energy towards you, then you can, keep that shit going. If not, then you just keep it moving. You understand what I'm saying? So it's really that simple. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I used something in a situation to start a conversation.
Right. And that's what you had to do, because you did that and she just didn't respond in the way, where that you expected. You see what I mean? But the thing is, all you're really looking for is the response, because the response a lot of times will tell you what you need to, to do next. So if she's responding positively, you keep going. If not, you can fall back. Sometimes even if the girl isn't responding or she doesn't, as far as, because like I said, everything is response. But if she is, let's say, responds in a way where she's sort of like ignoring you or she doesn't really say anything, if you want, you could still say something else to see if she's going to respond to that if you want, but it's not really necessary, because usually, if you say something to a girl and she's sort of like, let's say attracted to you in a certain way, she's going to respond in a way where she wants to actually have that conversation and talk with you. You see what I'm saying? So, that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do, man.
Yeah, my next question is like if you can upgrade a girl's mind, can that help you get sex from a woman too, and make you see yourself attractive to her too?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, the thing is, if a chick, you gotta understand something. Anything that you do to sort of make a chick feel a certain way, and it's especially if it's good, if it's like a positive thing. Sometimes you could make a girl feel negative things or whatever, but if she's feeling something, and when you upgrade a chick's mind, she feels a certain way about you because she attaches that upgrade to you, then in a lot of cases, she'll be attracted to you to the point where she wants to have sex with you. Now, just because you upgrade a girl's mind doesn't necessarily equate to her wanting to have sex with you, but it helps. It can help because she sees you as a guy who's bringing something different to her life. You see what I mean?
Right.
So, So yeah, that could work too. You know what I'm saying?
So after you do that, you can certainly create sexual tension.
Right, and also too, you can do that. You should be doing that all at the same time. You see what I mean? You create sexual tension as you're upgrading her mind in the whole, like interaction and having. You see what I'm saying? So you can do that while you're doing everything else. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's what
So
it is.
you make a girl want to have sex with you when you upgrade her mind too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, like, let's say, for example, if you talking to a girl, right? Let's say you at a bar or something and you talking to a chick and you're saying something that's sort of enlightening her to something she didn't know before, or something that makes her think in a different way, or something that surprises her to the point where she's like, oh, wow, like I learned something, and so she's attaching that to you. So now she's looking at you in a different way, like, oh, you went from just a regular guy that she didn't know to a guy that's talking to her, and she's like learning some interesting shit. Now she sees you in a higher sort of like, like plateau. So now when you're creating that sexual tension, she's most likely more receptive to that, because now you've been looked at, or you're now being seen as a higher value guy to her. You see what I'm saying? So by you creating that sexual tension while you're upgrading her mind, it only helps you, because what it does is that it makes her see you as a higher value dude, somebody who she separates from the crowd, which makes you more attractive to her, which makes it easier for you to pull her. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. So Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, any other questions?
Okay. Yeah, I got one more question as a matter of fact.
All right.
You know that because I was thinking the other day, like, say if a woman wants you to do something for her, like what I do was she'll ask me to do something, and I say, okay, I tell you what, I do this one thing for you, but I want you to do two things for me.
And what is it?
Basically, what I'm saying is, like, if I want to get a girl attracted to me and see me as attractive, what I do is I have her invest in me more, because I remember you said in one of your podcasts that if a relationship is 70-30 or 60-40, let her do most of the hard work.
Right. Yeah, definitely. But what I would do is I would try to get her to do something for you first. You feel what I'm saying? Before you do anything for her.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Right.
So, you get her to invest, meaning, she's doing certain things for you first, and then she's, getting attached to you in that way. And then so when you do something for her, it's coming off the premise of her already being attached or feeling that feeling of attachment to you because of what she did first. Because a lot of times what happens is that, people actually like people more that when they do things for them. So if you told me or anybody else to do something for you and we did it on a subconscious level, I don't know why this happens, but I think they've done studies on this where we'll like you more because we did something for you. You see what I'm saying? And so you want to get her to do something for you so that it creates that situation where she's starting to like you more. You see what I'm saying? Because she's doing something for you, and she's also investing the time and energy to do that stuff for you. You see what I mean? Which creates more of a bond between you and her. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, bro. All right, bro. I appreciate the call, man. All right?
All right.
All right. Woo. So what's going on, people? What is going on? Who we got in the building? We got Female Pimp, Michelle Cobre, Do to What 212, Baldhead Gang Jamaican. Alright, let me see who this is. Yeah, what's going on? What up? You gotta turn down. What up? You gotta turn down your computer in the background.
Hello?
Alright, what's poppin'? I get you. What's going on? Who's this?
It's that nigga.
Cool. Who's that nigga? Who is this?
Which one I got turned down?
You gotta turn down your computer because I'm hearing the background. I'm hearing the echo.
Shit.
Alright. I think it's better now. What's going on with you?
Ain't shit.
Yeah, I keep hearing the background, bro. I'm gonna have to let you go, and then you gotta call back when your background shit is on point. And you gotta call when you have your questions ready, man. Crazy. So what's going on, people? Yeah, when you guys call up, make sure that you got your questions ready and all that other shit. You feel what I'm saying? Alright. Alright, what's popping? What's going on? Who's this?
What's good with it? Locario, Sticky on the chat, man. What's good?
I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
Hey, man, I'm gonna talk about the title you got going on right now, but I was watching some videos about you, and you tried to do the college thing, right? And I was just wondering what classes you were taking, or what was your major?
In college?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did film. That was like my major. I majored in film and all that stuff.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering, like I said, let me see. I'm gonna try to talk on the subject you got going on. Let me see. I don't know if you remember, but I called in a while back and I said that I never really had a negative experience with females. Mm-hmm. Like since I was born, really, like since I was like 4 years old, I had fucking what was it? A Polaroid picture of a little girl kissing me, and ever since, even now, I still get approached by females. But it wasn't until like my teens, that like middle school and up, that I started being like self-aware and learning game and socializing, like trying to get females. Mm. And like I said, it like I said, females approached me, but what I was saying wasn't really, you know, what they were trying to hear. So they kind of just dismissed me, you know. But and I would always get compliments on my looks or whatever, even by family relatives. But you know, I don't really see how it is, because I've even seen like homeless people, you know, dirty clothes, you know, grooming not on point, you know, all that, and they still got a female next to them, you know. So
what's your issue though? What's your problem? What's your issue?
No, I'm just saying, like I'm just trying to add on to the thing that like how people say that it's about looks and things like that, but what I'm saying is that I see homeless people and they aren't the best. They don't have the best hygiene and stuff like that, and I still see them with a female, you know. So that's all I'm trying to say.
You be seeing homeless people? Well, they actually did it's funny you say that though, because they actually did a video about some dude out here in the city that was homeless, that was getting chicks. You guys could check that out online, where he was getting he was actually sleeping over girls' houses and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, these dudes out here collecting cans and stuff, and they still got a partner, like a female next to them. So, you know, right. and it's definitely not about looks. It's what you got going on in your mind, and, you know, your goals and all that thing going on, you know?
Right. Now I feel you. They clowning you in the chat room, though. They saying that you think you the sexiest nigga on earth or something.
I don't think that, man. That's what I seen, because like, I get approached. What was that?
No, I said pause, because you know we talking about niggas and all that other shit. I'm like, that's another thing too. Let me say that's another thing. Why all these dudes be talking so much about other guys' looks? Like, what is that about? Seriously, you know what I mean?
I don't even.
You know what I'm saying?
I personally don't know, because I don't be looking at them. I don't even care.
And like, it's funny care. Because I'll be on these fucking on these message boards and shit, because you know people be mentioning my name here and there, or I run into people be sending me links, and these dudes really be on these message boards putting up like these feminine looking male model type of motherfuckers, and be like talking about these dudes. I'm like, yo, y'all kind of funny style though. Y'all kind of moist. Like, that's kind of moist. You feel what I'm saying? Seriously.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying too. Like you said, there's like guys have their preferences. You know, I could think a girl's hot or whatever, but if she doesn't have the characteristics I'm looking for, I'm not gonna hit her up. You know.
Right. But it's It's crazy, dude. Like a lot of these dudes, man. I don't get y'all, man. Y'all be on that other shit, man. But Sticky E, I appreciate the call, bro. I gotta take a few more of these calls.
I feel you, man. I just want to keep say that about the homeless, man. But yeah, keep doing your thing, man. I'm digging your movement.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, stay up.
All right, so I think Ballhead Gang, you was trying to call in, right? If you call in again, you gotta turn down the volume on your computer or some shit. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But guys, remember, make sure you get How to Have Sex 2 in a Day, the hard copy, ebook, or audiobook. And also, too, I'm going to be having a Thanksgiving sale. Okay? I'm going to have a Thanksgiving sale coming soon. So you guys got to stay tuned for that. It's going to be a Bad Boy membership sale. I'm going to be giving away some free shit. So, make sure you guys, do that. Yeah, what's going on?
Yo, what's going on? It's Michelle Cabre calling in again. What's going on?
I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
Oh, yeah, shit, I forgot to ask you the question the other night when I had called in. Like, say, for instance, I see 3 girls in the group. How do I bag all of them?
How do you bag all of the chicks?
Yeah, if all of them attractive.
Well, most likely that's not going to happen unless you run into some, freaks or these chicks is polygamous or some shit. Other than that, it probably ain't going to go down like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you try to get all 3 of them, because the thing, one of them in the group, or whoever you talk to in the group, let's say you talk to one of the first girl you talk to, she's going to feel like she's special, and the other 2 is going to feel like, oh, you chose her over us. Then if you try to talk to the next girl, she's going to be like, oh, why are you trying to talk to me when you just talked to my friend? You feel what I'm saying? So this shit ain't going to go down like that in most cases. You understand? Unless you're talking to some freaks that just, do a whole bunch of threesomes and swinger parties and all of that. Other than that, this shit ain't going to go down like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the reason I said that because of what you just said right there, because you don't want to just talk to one of them, because the one that you talk to may not be feeling you, and then we try to talk to the next one, she gonna be like, oh, you just talked to my friend, why the fuck you want to talk to me? So
right, but see,
that's why I asked that question.
But this is the thing too, when you're talking to girls in a group, what you want to do is you want to investigate the whole group, because you don't want to make the mistake of talking to the chick who maybe has a boyfriend. You feel what I'm saying? So now you go up to, let's say you got girl A, girl B, and girl C. Let's say you go up to girl A. Girl A has a boyfriend. Now you try to holler at girl A, and she's like, oh, I got a boyfriend. And then now you was like, well, let me try to go talk to girl B. Girl B just saw you talk to girl A. You feel what I'm saying? Now she, even if she was interested in you, she don't want to talk to you now because you just try to talk to girl A. So what you do is when you go to the group, you talk to everybody in the group. You figure out who knows who. You figure out what's happening with what. And then you find out, oh, girl B is single. She's a single one in the group. Cool. Let me go straight to girl B first and talk to her and then make something happen with her because girl A and girl C got a boyfriend or a husband or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that you're talking to the whole group first, figure out what the group is about, what's going on, and then you choose the one out of that group. You see what I'm saying?
And okay, for this advice, this is strictly for the clubs, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, it could happen even if you see a group of girls, on the street or something or wherever. Just wherever there's a group of chicks and you're trying to get with a chick out of that group, you got to figure out what's going on with the group. You understand? You got to figure out the dynamics in the group because you have to be able to know how to best pull the chick in the situation. You see what I'm saying? So, you can't just be all willy-nilly about the shit because you got to understand the psychology when it comes to these chicks is that even if a chick likes you, the fact that you chose her second or third impacts her response to you, or the fact that you would try to holler at her right in front of the other girls sometimes will impact how she's going to respond to you because she might want to say yes, but she's like, oh, I don't want to say yes in front of my friends. You see what I'm saying? So all of that has an effect. You see what I mean?
Yeah, because I did this one time. I approached 2 girls or whatever. I tried to give them both my fucking number.
Right. So, and what happened? Did they call you?
I just didn't want to just like leave one hanging because both of them was attractive.
Right, but
so you know,
did they call you?
But they both was nervous and shit. Like they was like looking at each other. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm here to give you my number.
Right, and see that they were looking at each other because they didn't know what to do. You see what I'm saying? Because this is what I'm saying. Wait, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was about to say, like, why do chicks ruin shit for themselves? That's the thing I want to know.
And this is why game is so fucking important. This is exactly why. Because let's say you go up to those two girls, right? And let's say they're both single, just for sake of argument, right? But what's going to happen is that you can really only successfully, generally, because this is general, because of course there's exceptions. You might meet two girls who are freaks who will fuck, you know, they'll both fuck you, whatever. But generally, you meet two chicks, let's say they're both single. One of the chicks, you know, let's say you approach both of them, you talk to both of them. This is how you would really do it like this. You understand? So let's say you go up to both of them, you say, hey, what's going on? How you ladies doing? Yada, yada, yada. And then you say, so, you know, this is just an example. You say, so which one of you two have boyfriends? You feel what I'm saying? And so now, this works best if one of them actually has a boyfriend, because if one says, oh, I have a boyfriend, and the other one doesn't, perfect. Now you say, cool, I'm so glad you don't got a boyfriend, because I wanted to give you my number, here's my number, I want to get your number, blah, 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 and all this other stuff, right? But the thing is that if you're talking, and again, when you're talking to both of those chicks, you still have to make both of them feel good. You understand? And the reason why you got to make both of them feel good, so even if one of them has a boyfriend, you got to say, oh, wow, you know, both of y'all are sexy as hell. I would have thought both of y'all had a boyfriend. I'm just guessing, but I'm so glad you don't got a boyfriend because, you know, I want to, you know, get your number, whatever. But since you said both of them are sexy as hell, you giving the other girl your number, the other girl who has a boyfriend is not going to cock block you because you've complimented her. Because even though she has a boyfriend, she still wants to feel wanted by other men. You understand what I'm saying? So this is you gotta understand the psychology with the shit. Now, if both of them are single, you know what I'm saying? You might have to. It's gonna be a little tricky. You understand? Because if you talking to them, be like, hey, you know, which one of y'all got boyfriends? They're like, oh, we're both single. You know what I'm saying? And then you say, oh, you know, I would love to take both of you out on a date. You know what I'm saying? You both are really, you know, cute or whatever. But, you know, I had my eye on you for a second. And, you know, I would love to give you my number. Here's my number. Let me get your number, whatever. So, again, you're still complimenting both of them. You understand what I'm saying? And then you're still giving that one girl the number. In most cases, you're not going to be able to pull both of the chicks unless you have the skill to be able to see if they're on some freaky shit. You feel what I'm saying? Or, you know, they decide they want to make something happen with you. You feel what I mean? Other than that, it ain't gonna go down.
That's the reason why I called you, because I'm trying to learn this shit out. I'm trying to get to that level.
Right.
I've seen chicks in groups that both of them be fine or three of them be fine. I'm like, I want to back all of them.
Well, see, that's
get just one out the group.
That's the thing, though. It's a lot of times it's hard to do that again because chicks got egos. You feel what I'm saying? A chick, and you also got to understand something. Women want to be better than the other women. So if you're trying to get all of them, you're eliminating or you're taking away her pleasure of saying, I'm better than you because this guy chose me. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing you gotta understand. So you a lot of times you can't really just go to the 2 or 3 girls and be like, hey, I want to fuck all y'all, or here's my number, give me, you know, it's a lot of times that shit ain't gonna go down. You see what I'm saying? Because let's say even if you give all 3 of the girls your number, or you get just 2 girls to give both of them the number, even if they wanted to call you and see you, they're thinking about what their friend's gonna think if they actually see you. You understand? Or if they get with you. Because for women are about the group, meaning their female group. This is why they go to the bathroom together. You see what I'm saying? This is why they do a lot of shit together. If you notice, if you be in a club or whatever, chicks, they'll like grab their girlfriend's hand and walk with them. You understand? They do all that shit together. So a lot of times it's hard to break up that fucking situation. You see what I mean? And so in order for you to break that shit up, in order for you to actually get something going just with a girl within that situation, you got to make sure that the whole group, you're interacting with them at first, and then you're going to have to choose one girl to interact with. You see what I'm saying? Out of that group. So,
man,
you know.
They be on some suspect shit, man, as far as that group shit, man. They talk about niggas be gay. They be on some gay shit.
But that's what I'm saying. That's just how that's how chicks operate, man. You see what I'm saying? And this is why a game is important, because you got to understand how chicks operate. And this is why I be trying to tell guys who always think, oh, it's just all about looks. It's all about this. And I'm like, look, if you don't know how girls operate, you are going to make a lot of mistakes. You're going to get shit, fucked up in the game. It ain't going to really be, popping off for you like how you want it to. You see what I'm saying?
Shit.
So, you know.
That's why I had to fucking call in.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, damn, I see bitches in groups. I want to, because, man, I heard stories about how the girls don't like the dude in the group or whatsoever, but then at the same time they fuck the guy behind their friend's back and shit like that. Me, I'm just trying to get the shit out the way. I'm just trying to, like,
right.
Not be on no fake shit, try to fuck the friend behind your back and all that type of Biggie Smalls type of shit.
Right, but see, that's the thing. They would most likely do that than do the shit up front. Because you got to understand something. You could go up to a girl in front of her friends and say to her, yo, I want to fuck the shit out of you, right? She's going to look at you and say, oh my God, you're so disgusting. What the fuck is wrong with you, right? Then you could talk to that same girl while her friends is on the other side of the club. She's just standing there right by herself. You go up to her and say, hey, I want to fuck shit out you. She'll probably be giggling, laughing, and flirting with you. The same chick. But because she was in front of her friends, she has to act like she don't want it. You see what I'm saying? Because she has to stay face in front of her friends. You see what I mean? Because for women, they're about like on a deeper level, it's about survival for them. So they need to be part of the group. They don't want to be ostracized from the group. And so by them sort of like complying to what you're saying in front of all the other girls, what they're doing is they're running the risk of being ostracized from their group. You see what I'm saying? So this is why it's going to be hard for you to actually fucking just walk up to 3 girls and say, hey, I want to give you all my number. I want to get all your numbers and fuck all of y'all. This shit ain't going to really go down like that, because each girl in that group, even if all 3 of them wanted to fuck you, all 3 of them is thinking of what all the other 2 were thinking about the situation. This is why when you said you went up to those 2 girls, they just looked at each other, because they're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? They're thinking about what the other girl's thinking at this moment. You see what I mean? They're not thinking about what they want from you. They're thinking about how they're gonna look throughout the whole interaction. You see what I mean?
Basically on that Walt Disney bullshit, basically.
Right.
This is why these bitches don't get laid.
Chicks get dick. Don't get it twisted. Chicks can get dick whenever they want. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, nigga, I agree with you 1,000% on that. That's the thing that's the thing that makes me envious about women.
Right.
They don't got to do shit. Like, we got to do everything. We got to make sure we dress this way, do this, do that. They don't got to do shit.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Chicks
wait for some nigga to come.
Right, but see, that's the balance of the world, because you understand something. Chicks generally, they can get dick easy on the front end, but on the back end, it's hard for them to get a guy to stick with them. You see what I'm saying? So on the front end, it's harder for us to get pussy than it is for them to get dick. But on the back end, it's easier for us to get a girlfriend if we want that. But see, the fucked up part about it is that men want more pussy than actually having a girlfriend generally, and chicks want more relationship than actually getting dick. So it's always that balance. So even though they get a lot of dick thrown at them, chicks don't really want a lot of dick thrown at them. They want the right dick thrown at them. You see what I'm saying? That's what they really want. So it's not like they're still not really getting what they want anyway in a lot of cases. You see what I'm saying? And so for the guys, they want a whole bunch of pussy. They're not getting the pussy thrown at them. But once they do get pussy, then they got the chick who wants to be like, oh, I want to be with you, blah, blah, blah. But he might not be wanting to do that shit. You see what I mean? So it's crazy.
Yeah, but they mostly friends zone the niggas that actually want to be in the fucking relationship with them, though.
Right, because again, that's not
the weird part.
That's not the right dick. That's what I'm trying to say. That's not the right.
And again, that's why I say these bitches die alone.
Right.
We on the same page here. I'm not.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. They'll be alone, but they'll never be starving for dick. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So that's how it goes.
I don't feel sorry for these old hoes out here. They gonna suffer. These bitches that's in their 20s and shit, nigga. They better appreciate all this attention that they got. But as soon as they hit 30, that shit is gonna dry up like motherfucking Mojave Desert, nigga. But that's all I needed to know, man. I'll probably call back in maybe next week or some shit, though. But thanks for the advice.
Cool, bro. I'm holler at you.
All right.
I got some shit on my fucking... What the fuck is that? Anyway. Damn, so we got 10 minutes left, people. 10 minutes left. So, guys, remember to join the Patreon. Patreon.com/Mr. Locario. What up? What's going on? Yo,
hello.
What's going on? Who's this?
Ballhead Gang Jamaican.
Oh shit, what's going on with you, bro?
Shit.
What's popping?
Nothing much.
Yeah, so where you from, though? Where you from?
I'm in Virginia.
Okay, cool. So what's going on with you?
I was saying, I see a lot of cats out here just really worried about getting the pussy. But that ain't even the hardest thing. I mean, like, I say women should get the pussy up first, and then that's when the relationships start building, because when we try to talk to a chick, all we think about doing anything to get the pussy. So our mind ain't even focused on what this bitch got to offer after you get the pussy. It's once I get the pussy, that's it. But that's why most relationships don't even work out nowadays, because all we thinking about is the pussy. That's why I say the chick should get the pussy up first, then we should start building a relationship.
But see, that's the thing. The reason why the chicks aren't giving up the pussy is because they're looking for the dude who's the best dude to give the pussy up to. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why, and that's what it is. So, and see, this is what is crazy about the whole game, right? So the chick, she's looking for the best dude, the top 20%, right? That's the guys who basically overall got their shit popping. These are the guys who usually have everything the chicks like, as far as the money, the swag, the look that they like and all that. They got the charisma, all that shit. Like those top 20%, right? So now what happens is she wants that dude. So now when that dude gets her and has sex with her, right? She gives the pussy to him, but he's like, yo, I'm the top 20% of the dudes. So I'm gonna go out here and fuck some more chicks. You see what I'm saying? Then you got the 80% of guys who's like the nice guys and average type of dudes who probably would be like, yeah, I'll be in a relationship with this chick, but she don't want to be in a relationship with him because he's not the top dude. You see what I'm saying? So it's always gonna be this like cycle of shit, just being all over the place in a lot of cases. And so this is why I tell guys that they have to step their shit up so that they'll be the dude in the top 20%. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the top 20% isn't something that's something that you're just in it and that's it and you can never be there. No, it's about you can cultivate yourself to be that top dude. You see what I'm saying? And then you actually get more chicks trying to fuck with you. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I got all that shit.
Right.
Like, I got my own spot, bread and all that good shit.
Right.
But there's but then the problem with that, when you're in the 20%, these hoes gonna try to work you out or something. They're like, oh shit, this nigga got all this popping off. she gonna try to work game on you too at the same time. So you also gotta be careful.
Right, exactly. But that's part of you making sure your game is on point, so you don't get this girl to run game on you. So you don't get this girl to be on some shit where you getting caught up and you start to, like have her do a whole bunch of shit to where you're falling off and you start doing a whole bunch of nonsense, and then it's a wrap for you. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
It's it is what it is, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's life.
It's crazy, man. But yeah, man. So that's how it go. That's how it goes. So it's like it's one of them things where the dudes, if they want more chicks, more access to women, more access to shit popping off, you gotta be the type of dude who cultivates yourself to be that attractive guy. Because guys think, well, if I don't look a certain way, then it's a wrap for me. Or if I don't have money, it's a wrap for me. Or if I don't have this, so then they don't really get shit popping. You see what I mean? So
Yeah, but it goes both ways too. Cause there's cats that ain't got no job, but they getting bitches making 6 figures out here, and it's like, the fuck?
Right,
like,
and that's a good point, and that's because those motherfuckers got game. This is why I be trying to tell dudes how important the game is, because look, you could be and that's the thing. That also, to a certain extent, makes you part of that top 20%, because you understand something. The top 20% of guys are the guys women get wet for. Those are the guys women find attractive. And the reason why those guys who ain't got shit but is fucking a whole bunch of girls and getting chicks with 6 figures and all this other stuff is because they know how to actually interact with women to get women sexually aroused. See, guys be thinking,
that's their full-time job though, because they ain't working. They got all this time and shit.
Right, but that's something to do.
You working, you can always go smack at every joint you see. You ain't working. That is your full-time job.
Right, but there are guys who ain't working that still can't get it because they don't know how to fuck with chicks. And then there's guys who are working that do get it because they know how to. Because the bottom line is you got to know how to fuck with the girls. You got to know how to turn them on. And unfortunately, what a lot of guys do is this: they think because a lot of guys think because they got money, they got a good job, they got their head on straight, they went to college, they're upstanding citizens.
Birds, man. That shit dead.
They think because they got all this shit going that a chick is supposed to want to fuck with them. You see what I'm saying? And that's the mistake that they make. You see what I mean?
Yeah, that shit dead right there.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So
you gotta have that balance.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. This shit is crazy. So
But yeah, let me add on one more thing on the looks part. Everything does play with your looks. How you dress, that's part of your look. Your height, that's part of your look. Because, it'd probably be appearance, but that's still part of your look. So, looks do play a part, meaning not just physical, but how you dress, smell,
look. I agree.
All that type of shit.
I agree. The part I'm talking about is dudes, when they talk about, like, looks, they're literally just talking about your face. You know what I'm saying? That's what dudes usually is talking about.
I don't know, man. I don't look at no nigga's face.
That's what they talking about. That's usually what they be saying. You know what I mean? So, they just think it's that and that's all it is. You feel what I mean? But,
Yeah, I hear you.
But, yeah, it's crazy, bro. But I appreciate the call, man.
One more question.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
One more question. Some dude in the comment section talking about, I guess, how to get a chick that has like a lot of simps around her or some shit.
He said, how do you get a chick that has what?
A lot of simps around her. That's one of the questions in the comment section. Dude's asking how. I guess he's talking to a chick, and I guess all them simps are like putting the pussy on a pedestal. So I guess he's trying to make something different to make a way for himself.
Oh, so like, how do you get that? How do you get that chick's attention and all this other stuff?
Basically,
well, sometimes this is what it is. Sometimes you're not going to be able to get that girl's attention because she likes the simps. And because you're not a simp, she's not going to fuck with you. So she actually wants to fuck with a simp. That's one part of the game that dudes got to understand. Is that the certain girls want simps. Because they want a dude that they can sort of, walk all over and manipulate. Right. But also, too, you can also get that chick who has a whole bunch of simps around her because you're not a simp and she's looking for a guy who's on point. So if you see that girl and let's say a whole bunch of dudes that's trying to fuck with her or whatever, you roll up on her, be like, listen, what's good? Here's my number. I'm gonna need you to call me tomorrow at 8 o'clock. We gonna talk about some things and make it happen, right? So now, if she sees that, okay, damn, this dude is a real dude, he's masculine, and she hollers at you, what it is she's hollering at you because you're different than all other simps. You see what I'm saying? So, it's all about you just approaching her as a man and don't have her confuse you as a simp. Because a lot of times when the chicks, they get a lot of simps around them, when you approach, she assumes you're just another simp. So in your interaction, you got to show her you ain't that simp. You feel what I'm saying? Or you got to come across to where, not necessarily like you showing her you're not a simp, but your actions are going to dictate that you aren't that simp. You feel what I'm saying? And then, so she's going to have to be able to choose based off of that, but it all starts from your actions. You see what I mean?
True that.
So, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
But yo, man, I appreciate the call, bro. Man. Appreciate the call, and I will holler at you later, man. All right?
Peace.
All right, peace. All right, people, it's about that time. I got to run around and do some shit. So remember, get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the audiobook, ebook, and hard copy. Make sure you guys join the Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario. Also, make sure you hit up the 30-minute game sessions. All right, so make sure you do that. I'm going to try to have another live one maybe this Wednesday, a late one. Yeah, y'all keep calling in and shit. Y'all crazy. But listen, I appreciate all of y'all, coming through. Let me shout out all my peoples. Ray, Odami, Sticky E, Khalil, Michelle, 630 Boy, Leeway, Female Pimp, Stanley, Frederic, Xavier, who else we had up in here? Eddie N, He Didn't Succeed up in the place, Lebo Gang, Dude What 212, Kenwood Drive, Chris G, Sean Steed, who else we had? The Alpha Male. Who else is up in the place? Auto Chris, L Empire, Daniel David. Yeah, we had a lot of people up in this motherfucker today. Shit. Who else? Mike 23, Ballhead Gang. Thanks for calling. Who else? Jay. Jay was here early. Jay was in this piece early. Man, I'm tired. I feel like I need to fucking take a nap. I'm getting old out this bitch. Who else is up in this place? Young Boy 24. Frankie O. Did I say 630 Boy? I probably did. But yo, I appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. And I will see you guys next week. So either Wednesday, but definitely Friday. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do another one Wednesday. Appreciate all you guys hanging out with me. And I'll talk to you soon, all right? Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.